Ladies and gentlemen, the majors are here. The majors are here. Wow. I can finally say it, and I can't believe it. It is happening right now. You are live watching Core Battle League's Apex Legends Tournament Series. This right here is where champions create their legacy. This series has been happening for multiple months now, and we are finally about to get underway with the majors. And we have some incredible teams, and I'm talking about top tier champions already that have won it all, and they're coming out ready to go. It's an exciting time for what we have in store for you guys, and it's gonna be extremely special when you see champions having to battle against each other just to break some things down. We're going to get deep into how it all works and give you guys a quick rundown. Going to go ahead and show you the roadmap and then explain how it all got here. In May of 2021, we started our community qualifiers, allowing the public to go ahead and enter into these championships. We've had the world champions of the North America Apex Legends Global Series play in these tournaments. We've had pro players come in and play in these tournaments. We've had some win and some lose, but what I'm proud about is some new names are making headway and making noise by winning as well. And these qualifiers were plentiful, over 40 plus qualifiers, and we've had tons of champions come in and win it all, making their legacy in the qualifiers. But today they will have to prove that it wasn't a one-time thing. They're going up against other champions and the top teams. These events are specifically only the top teams in our tournament series. After 3 long months of tournament after tournament every single week, all of these teams that you're going to see today have been on top of their game, or they have been the champions of our tournaments. And man, oh man, tonight is special because the majors are about to take off. The majors are going to be played in a unique format that I want to talk about quickly and showcase to you guys. This format I'm calling survival format, and pretty much it's every team will try to score the highest amount of points, and the teams on the bottom of the bracket will get eliminated from the majors. And we will continue this until all of the 40 teams are no more. Today, you're going to get about a 4-hour show where teams will play 7 games, and whoever scores the highest will survive to play another day. Then we will have, of course, another event tomorrow and next weekend for the rest of the week. Just to break down how they will score, we're looking at it right now. First place will get 12, second place will get 9, third place will get 7. Then for eliminations, it's 1 point per eliminations. And this is going to be the format specifically for the majors. I promise you, you will not regret watching these top teams continue to perform and showcase who they are, what they can do. Now, just to address a couple of things, these champions are actually going to be having some extra points. So if we're going to take a quick look into our leaderboards, the champions starting off with 10 plus points. So they are playing with house money just by winning a qualifier. They get a head start. That is a lot of points, but every team can catch up to them easily because there is 7 full games. So it's going to be super interesting to see how it all plays out. I'm very excited about it. I hope you guys are just as excited. It's going to be a good one. With that in mind, guys, there's a couple more catches here. All right. We are going to have these top teams play against the second tier of top teams next week. So today and tomorrow, 40 teams will play. At the end of that, we'll put the top 10 versus the next top 10. They'll go at it. Then the bottom brackets will also go at it next week. So it's going to be an interesting time. A lot of different dynamics. So much going on. And I just want to showcase the calendar right before we start this next game. Just take a quick look and see what we got going on. Today is August 14th. And we are about to take part in our majors. It's going to be an interesting day, but tomorrow we will have more majors, and pretty much you want to tune in every single weekend. If you got the time, you got the energy, and you feeling really good about it, come on in and be a part of what we have going on. Should be very exciting. I do have the one and the only, the great C1UEV taking care of our scores right now for the leaderboards. So we have our team on deck and ready to roll. All the teams are ready to play, and we got some cool, interesting things for you guys to see in these tournaments today. We're gonna have a lot of listen-ins. We have some videos submitted by the players to try to give you a little bit of understanding of who they are. We will try to do some profiles and break people down. Of course, we're going to call all the action. It's going to get real. No more waits. The players have been waiting. And man, oh man, I just want to thank them so much for all of their hard work and dedication. I know I put in a lot of time and energy into it. They give up their time and energy, and then they come out and perform for us, which is spectacular. And I'm very, very honored to be the host of this and have such great players and teams coming forward into the majors, about to get themselves started. And I'm super, super blessed to be able to do this for you guys. So without further ado, once again, this is Core Battle League's finest. We're about to get these games underway, and I just want to congratulate these teams for making it this far, making a big name for themselves and taking it to the next level. So Core Battle Leagues, aka madgamer.com, welcomes all the viewers to go ahead and comment and chat, because guess what? We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, Twitch, and so much more, all for you guys. So you are welcome here. And man, oh man, if you love Apex, if you like esports, anybody that just likes sports, these are athletes, these are professionals, these are top tier performers. They're gonna give you a show. You just got to love first person shooters, because Apex Legends at the moment is the best first person shooter out there. And today is a very interesting day because we have a new legend, a new map updates. There's a ton of balance changes. There's some buffs to amazing legends that are coming back, like Horizon. We even have Fuse with a buff. A couple of guys, some interesting stuff that's going to be in play and action for today. So get yourself excited. I know I am very excited, and it's going to be an honor to bring this to you today. And speaking of bringing it, we're going right into the action, and we're going to take a quick look. This is game one of the majors, and we're looking at six crutches. Talk about a team that I really love what I saw when they performed, and they did a really great job with who they are and how they play. And now they're about to get into it thick, and they have Team Rampage right next door to them, so they will end up in a battle early on here, and we'll see what they can do. These guys right here are actual champions, ladies and gentlemen. They have won one of our qualifiers to make it into the majors, and they have 10-point head start than the rest of the teams. So this is going to be super interesting to see Rampage, who's right next door, one of the top teams that got invited because they were super consistent and performing very well. It looks like Six Crutches are just trying to see where the action is, and they're about to take this fight, and it's about to go down. I like their composition. They got Pathfinder, Wraith, and Octane. This is a very offensive focused team, and they're going to be pushing the pace right now, looking for some action. We see some shots going off. Amazing start, downing a player, and it's looking real good for Viku, and he is lighting it up, taking down 2 players right off the bat. What a way to start the show. But he gets taken down, and now Rampage is 2-1, and they might have this game if they can heal up and regroup. And we're gonna take a look at if they can do it. It looks like for their team captain, Finesse getting taken down, and Rampage taking out the champions and eliminating one of the champions in the first game. Of course, this is only game 1. We have 7 games for you today, and Six Crutches will be back. But I like what I seen right there by Rampage, eliminating a top team right off the bat, not allowing them to score any points. That team started off with 10, and Rampage found a way to get back on the board and score early. So they already having multiple points just from that setup there, and you love what you see by them. And we're gonna go ahead and listen in. Okay, a very quick listen in. I just wanted to see where they were. Very calm and relaxed after that elimination. I probably would have been screaming happy about taking out one of the champions because they have 10-point head start. And man, oh man, they found a way to take care of it, and they were very calm and relaxed. And we're gonna go ahead and rotate on over to one of the teams to beat, to watch out for, and to be ready for, Team R9 South. And right at this moment, they have 2 teams next door to them, and they look like they're going to be rotating in, trying to grab some loot, possibly going for some early scores. And we're going to take a look at their composition. Right now, you're looking at Bloodhound, Seer, and Valkyrie. You talk about the scouts, and it's something I talk about all the time. To me, the scouts are the best in the game. Simple and plain. There's no better setup. Attackers are pretty good because you have Octane and Wraith and a couple of other guys, but there's nothing like a scout. You need at least one scout in every single team. But man, oh man, they have 3, and that's special. The recon class is incredible. And of course, all the classes are incredible, but it'll be super interesting to see how this plays out going forward for that team. And we're going to rotate around and take a quick look at some of these teams at the moment. FNG trying to figure it out right here. A solid job to try to scout the situation. They see some action next door. They're about to try to push this pace or maybe rotate out of there. And I would think the decision is to rotate. It's the smart decision. We'll see how they play it. Of course, everybody has a different mindset. Sometimes getting aggressive is necessary. But man, oh man, they decided to rotate. Smart move, beautiful stuff right now from a lot of these teams, taking their time and doing it right. So we'll see how it goes. And it looks like Team Phoenix about to get into some serious action with UMP, and UMP throwing out the Seer Ultimate. Talk about information, one of the brand new legends, and talk about a legend that is powerful. I really love what Seer is offering to Apex. Next week they'll have a quick balance update for him, and I'm interested to see what that will be, but it's going to be a good time. Check it out. And look at the Seer already eliminating one of the players. UMP getting super aggressive here, trying to take out Phoenix and trying to score those early points and really putting the pressure on. And you love what you see here. This is just good aggression easily. And one of their players do get taken down. Shots ringing off, and man, oh man, it is a fight in the ring. UMP wins it, getting their teammates back, and they're in a full effect. Man, oh man. And that right there, my friends, is how the cookie crumbles. Big respect to them and everything that they have done to get to this point. And man, there's so much to talk about, guys. If I was to break it all down, you have top teams in the world coming on in and competing. You have these champions who've won and competed time and time again, and you're looking at Team Bronze, who won also in the qualifiers. These guys are champions. These guys are the real deal. And man, oh man, you gotta love what they offer to the table. Some great people. Their team captain Shine's just really smart with his play style and the way he moves, and you gotta respect everything that they have to offer. And speaking of respect, let's take a quick listen. Seems like they can hear me. They know I'm coming in. We got to catch these teams in the middle of action. These moments are more casual. They go, but they are true champions, and they're so impressive with everything that they've done in our qualifiers. So I'm very excited to see how they perform today. A lot of these champions that are officially qualified are just so good when we get to see them in our qualifiers and winning it all. Just great stuff. We're gonna back out of that for a little while and let them figure that out. We'll come back in. We're gonna do a lot of listening today. We just feel really good about giving you guys an inside look on these teams as we talk about them and kind of bring you a new setup. So get hyped, get excited. It's gonna be a great day today. And let's go ahead and take a look at some action right next door. It looks like Raven Alpha doesn't see anybody at the moment, but they have another team ready to go right here. We shall see, as you say. The team right here, I like to call them KM, because I think K Media, these guys are actually super impressive in who they are and what they do. They're very consistent. They really are professional, and they're bringing something special to us. And I just want to give them a shout out. And in the middle of this game, I will even do something better for you guys and give you guys a little taste of what we're going to be doing here for these teams, bringing you who they are, what they're about, and what they offer to us. Take a quick look.
Our team name is called Media, and we like to play passive, but it's really based on how we drop and how the match progresses. It was our first tournament experience from CBL, and we really liked it and really improved a lot from that. Play Apex Legends competitively is because it's a really challenge and it's helped us improve communication between teammates. You can find us on WBig Twitch. Go ahead, check it out if you would like. Thank you.
Just a sneak peek right there for you guys to be able to see what is going on. Man, oh man. So all of these teams are going to get profiles, and we're going to keep trying to highlight them and bring them out to you guys so you can enjoy who they are and what they do. That's what I like to offer, bringing communities and lifting up the world in any way I can. Gaming. So with that in mind, they're about to get into a deep fight here. There's two teams right in this area, and it looks like they want to take one of the fights. Not going to be easy when you have a team high above like that, and there's two teams right on top of them. The action's going to get serious right now. Let's see what they can do in this situation. I would probably rotate out and find some high ground that we can hold and keep. And it looks like that's what they're about to do. They're getting some good high ground here, and they're going to want to take this fight on their terms instead of pushing a fight when it's unnecessary. Look at this. They're getting sandwiched between two teams. It's gonna get deadly for them. They're gonna have to figure out which way they're gonna go, and the smart thing to do is escape sometimes. Don't let your pride take you out. So great stuff there to be able to grab the helmets to keep themselves alive. And it looks like UMP is about to push them in a second here. The key component to all of these fights here is having high ground, having good placement. And it looks like UMP is taking the high ground from them. Now they can push them back, and they do have a bow and arrow and a flatline. Some really solid weapons, great weapons of choice. The discussion I've been having a lot about the flatline being the best rifle, while the R301 being the most reliable. And at the moment, we're looking at UMP going up against K Media, trying to figure it out. And K Media losing one of its players. Looks like they're gonna have to rotate out of there. They're getting pushed really hard by UMP. Oh man, shots going off. Great stuff by UMP. They might clean this up right now and take over the situation. Look at this. Down two of the other team's players. Sitting very comfortable. UMP doing a really good job. And oh no, they're getting third party, guys. You got to be very careful. K Media trying to stay alive, looking really solid here, at least being able to keep one of their teammates going. UMP trying to get in the thick of it, guys. It's about to go down. Impressive stuff here by UMP, surviving, getting some points, but not finishing the job because they allow this team to get away. Now, sometimes it's better that you allow the team to get away than force a fight and put yourself in a vulnerable place. So, you know, sometimes just let your ego go and let it be. So we'll see what they do here. Are they going to push? Are they going to rotate, find good ground? We will see. For those watching, you can hit exclamation leaderboard and get the exact scores on these for today. The commands are live. Thank you for watching, everybody on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We're live everywhere at this very moment, and we're about to see some serious action. UMP getting hit by Raven Rebirth, a team to beat here, a team coming together, some strong players, and they're about to get it going at this very moment. Solid work right here by Rebirth, taking out fully UMP and doing a good job. What an introduction to Raven Rebirth, coming in hot, doing what it do, and that was impressive by those guys, and that's exactly what you want to see. Let's take a listen to them as they celebrate.
Drop the alt excel in here.
Okay.
Dropping Matt in the bot. Oh, fuck me, bro. I gotta get used to that.
I'm going this fucking quick.
These listens. By the way, I am a PG streamer, but I can't control the listenings if they're cursing or anything like that. And we're looking at Seer right now. The key with Seer here is his passive is the best ability in the game.
Clean.
It's literally the best ability in the game.
I get shot from above?
Yeah, above 75's clean.
Alright, let's play.
And right now he's basically using it by hitting
All clean,
the
all
aim
clean.
button. But the way I like to
Okay,
use it is
okay,
holding the
okay.
tactical, because you can still run at full speed.
Alright, get up here, look around, and try and see what the teams are around. We're not in race. Okay, there's a team in there. Just step down to me. Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
We are getting some call outs here, and this is what we do the listeners for. Just small, quick understanding for everybody to understand what is happening. Seer, one of the most powerful legends we've ever seen in Apex, and they are still figuring it out as we go. And it was just great stuff you saw from Raven Rebirth, being able to scout out some teams and get into the fights. And this might not seem like a lot, but it's a big deal. We are in the fourth round, well, the fifth round now. Finally get to see where the team is, and you can push them instead of them pushing you. And they're going aggressive right now, trying to take care of business and finish the job, as so to speak. They're checking out Team Delta, and there's so many teams in this area right now. Team Delta getting wiped. Looks like K Media trying to stay alive with only 2 players. They lost one earlier on. Akatsuki, the team we know and love, an incredible team, another team that I'm very proud to have in my tournaments. I'm very proud of everybody that's been able to be on board with us. But these guys have been super entertaining, super aggressive. They do not play passive for the most part. And look at this. They have the great positioning. They're in the right location. They're taking care of business here, holding their ground for the next ring. Also, they're right at the edge of the next ring, so they can pretty much keep this spot with only 4 teams left. That's major. You're looking at big moves right now, and there's only a couple of other teams like K Media with 2 players. You have Raven Rebirth fully decked out. You have Brute Force right there getting shot at this very moment. So it's gonna get interesting right now. Brute Force about to get hit by Akatsuki from above, and they're fighting each other at this very moment. And it looks like the final ring is going to begin shortly. And this is the best. This is the best moment with 4 teams left, where it gets very real. And we're gonna see how this plays out with multiple teams. Raven Rebirth trying to figure out what they're gonna do here. And look at Seer with his overpowered abilities right now. They're pushing, hurting Akatsuki and trying to take out everybody that they can in this moment here. Some really good suppression. They're in the ring. They're pretty vulnerable themselves, so they have to be very careful about this next move. And this is the best part about the final ring, where it starts to get very tight and everybody has to make their decisions on where they'll rotate. We're gonna keep on moving around and check out Akatsuki as they try to make a play. And right now Akatsuki going ahead and suppressing and holding this building. This is gonna be critical for them. They can keep this building as long as they don't get hit by this team on the right. They're gonna have to put in a lot of shots and keep this team back as much as possible. Super interesting by these guys. Will they keep this high ground, or will they let it go because they don't want to get hit? And 4 teams left in the first game, looking really good. I'm loving what I'm seeing by all of these teams so far, showcasing Apex at its finest when it comes to positioning. Akatsuki doing a good job trying to stay in control of their area. They can't get inside this building. That is not a good location. They're going to trap themselves for the remainder of the round. They're better off holding back. And we're going to take a quick spin around and check on some teams. And it's looking like everybody's going to hold their positions for a couple seconds longer. And at this moment, Brute Force will end up having to rotate in to the ring right now. They're going to be in deep trouble with two teams aiming right at them. And we got a Seer ultimate in the building, which gives a lot of information. This is one of the most critical parts of the game. At this moment, you're looking at good stuff. A team Brute Force being able to hold back multiple teams pressing them. And here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. It's beginning with Raven Rebirth. They pushed out of the building they were under. They're moving in, dropping the defensive bombardment from Gibby, and now is the time for this team to make a move and try to make a name for themselves, trying to survive this Gibby bombardment. And guys, I'm really feeling like Raven is putting themselves in a vulnerable spot. Everybody's coming after them at this time. Shots by Brute Force trying to figure it out. Great R301 hip firing. Perfect stuff right now by Mr. Bag himself, doing a good job. And now it's down to one last team, and it looks like Rebirth is pushing. It's a good flank, wasn't good enough. They get one of the players down. And this is it right here. Brute Force can finish this off this very moment. Great stuff. And Brute Force winning game one in great fashion, showcasing that they got what it takes to be the best. Brute Force coming in hot and heavy at this very moment. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. We're gonna be going into game two very shortly. Not a lot of wait time, guys, but man, that was great stuff by them. And man, it's just the beginning, guys. Majors are here. We are literally underway, and it's getting started now. You are welcome. And Brute Force took over with Brute Force, and I'm gonna have to use that pun for everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. It is just warming up. We're gonna have a lot of listen-ins. We're gonna have some profiles of some teams, a little bit of some special treats for you guys. And then every single week from now on, we're gonna add in some really unique things. We want to keep it simple today, just to warm up and get you rolling on the majors as far as the format. And then next week we'll do some fan interaction things. We'll do some special elements. But for now, we're gonna keep it all game, all players, all focus on what they got to offer. It is beautiful stuff so far. And Brute Force coming out, guns blazing, taking over and surviving that scenario in game one. Of course, still super early, a lot of game to play, and we shall see. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's literally just the beginning of today's events. Game one is done, and we're going to be going into game two shortly. But we want you to take a look at our format. Right, this format
Apex
is
Legends,
pretty straightforward.
Champions Legacy Tournament
Highest
Series
teams survive the day.
and we
We're
have
gonna play
a
7
lot
games.
to break
And
down
the
when it
teams,
comes to
the
this
15
format.
teams that have
In
the
some
highest
quick
points
details, I'm going
will
to
make it
expand
into
on how it all works.
the next
we are getting
round, which will be
40
next
teams
week for them.
all playing to
Tomorrow
try to
we'll also
make
have
it
more
into
games
the
with a
championship
separate
rounds.
20
These
teams
teams
to
will
make
be
it into the
playing
major,
what we call
to make it into the
survival
championships
format.
also. So a
All
lot of
these teams
games
will
to be played
placed
and had,
in
and
a
we are still
7-game
super early.
series where the highest
I'd
scores
like to thank everybody for tuning in, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show.
And the way you're going to score
as we go forward,
is
it
pretty
is
simple.
literally
Placement
just the beginning
will get you your points and of course
of what we
eliminations.
got going on. We'd
For
like
first
to thank
place,
you
you will get
guys for
12
tuning
points,
in and
second place you will get
being
9
with us.
third
as we
place
go
will
forward.
get
It is
7
super
points,
good.
fourth place will get 5 points, fifth
I appreciate
place
you guys,
will
and
get
man, we're gonna
4
keep
points.
it rolling.
As you can see, the scores there.
For eliminations, it's 1 point. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Per
Stay
elimination.
on board. We got a lot
The
more.
format is pretty
For you
simple.
guys, for now, just check
Each
out our
day there will be
calendar
7
as
games
we
played
prepare for game
with
2.
the 20 teams. If the team
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in effect, about to get game 2 rolling right away. I'm super excited. Some really great stuff, and I'm ready to roll. I hope everybody's enjoying. And man, oh man, it is just the beginning for the day. We got 7 games. We're going into game 2. We're going to show you the leaderboards, and then we're going to get into game 2 right away and just continue from there. It is super interesting, the format, so you guys can understand. Let's talk about that for a second. Highest score wins. So if you're in this tournament, you're going to play 7 games automatically. No matter what, you'll play 7 games. The higher you place, the better chances you have, because teams, this is one catch that we did not talk about just yet. Teams will get some really cool stuff. So the teams that have the highest scores on the last day of the majors can qualify. The 5 teams with the highest scores can qualify automatically. So all the teams at this very moment have a chance to qualify just by placing the highest. So there's a lot to play for here. You just want to make it into the majors and not have to play an extra day to survive. All you got to do is place the highest in these next 3 events that we have set up, right? But first of all, just survive the day and you'll be okay. So speaking of surviving, let's take a quick look at the leaderboards at this very moment right now. We're looking at top team, of course, Brute Force, who won the first game. They performed very well. They have 26 to start off. That means they came out guns blazing, top tier gameplay, just perfect all around. Of course, you had Bronze right below them, scoring 19 points to start off with. Akatsuki with 15, Raven Delta with 4, DIB with 13, FNG with 13 as well, Raven Rebirth with 12. So all of these teams here are sitting very comfortable. If we take a quick look at the back seat of this, you got B2B, Phoenix, the Bros, Vipers, and Riders all at the bottom of the bracket. They have a chance to be eliminated. Of course, they got 6 more games to try to stay above the 15-point mark. So they're going to fight their way back into this battle. Okay, you got to remember the champion started off with 10 points. As you can see, 6 Crutches and K Media scored 0 on that last game, but they already had 10 points because they were champions of the qualifiers, just like a lot of these other champions that are in our lobby. Apologies. 6 Crutches were champions, and that's how they scored that. And R99 also were champions. So super interesting stuff, to say the least. And man, oh man, we're gonna talk a little more as we watch these games, guys, because it's getting going, guys. We got to get this started, get this party started, and we're literally going into game 2 right now. And you're looking at Rampage at this very moment, and it looks like Six Crutches also dropping in the same location. It looks like Rampage and Six Crutches are both really loving this, and I think it's one of those things that one of the teams have to back down from this area.
Save that for me.
So super interesting, to say the least. Let's see how that goes as we go forward. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are just getting started, and these events are looking really good. Thank you so much for everybody watching. We're literally live and have hundreds of viewers on different platforms, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. We're live all of these places at this very moment, and we just thank you so much for tuning in. And guys, take a quick look. It looks like Team Six Crutches decided to back out of the area. They are going to not take the fight and pretty much group back up and figure things out from here. And Rampage deciding to back off as well. Sometimes you just gotta let your ego go and go for them. From there, a lot of cool stuff going on with Apex. The ALGS is happening in September, in a month from now, literally days after our championships. That's when the ALGS will begin. Really great news. Console players will be playing with the ALGS. And another great piece of news for us, we've already been preparing console players against PC players in our tournaments. And there is an actual setting called Override Aim Assist in these tournaments. So today you're watching for the first time possibly in any tournament the modification that I believe Respawn will be using for their tournaments. And pretty much aim assist is lowered drastically into, well, not drastically, I would say a little bit, into more of a PC style feel for the aim assist. And this is specifically so that when they play in the ALGS, in the professional $1 million prize pools, they'll be ready for it. So you play here with us, you'll be preparing for ALGS, and we want to keep showcasing these great teams going forward. And speaking of great teams, we're gonna go ahead and try and rotate just a little bit and see what we got going on. And right now, looks like R99 South about to get into some action. They see some players, but they are moving away. So super interesting stuff from these guys. We'll see how that works out and if they're going to take this fight or not. And R99 super aggressive. This team is the real deal, folks. When I talk about real deal, I mean greatness. These teams are incredible. So let's see how they go about it. And they're actually just gonna fall back here and take their time, and that's what you want to see. Again, I always talk about letting your ego go and don't force a fight if you don't need to, only when it's necessary. And these guys are true champions, and they've already won. They won big, so they have what it takes to dominate. And we'll see what they can do performance-wise against these other players in the world as we go. We just like to thank everybody for watching. We appreciate you guys for hanging out. You know, we are just warming up, let's just say, getting the ball rolling. With all the viewers that we have today, we thank you so much for the support as we build this brand. We mean to build players. It's all about them. And apologies here. Look at this fight. We're gonna go into R99's listening, see what they got going on.
Oh my gosh.
Can you get back up here?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, well,
I'm fine.
pushing now.
I cracked Gibby.
I
there.
know, I'm coming. I'm pushing up on now. Stay up on here. Pushing under.
Gibby's dead. Give me that.
Yep, I'm pushing.
Okay.
Pushing. Right here on me.
I'm with you.
Caustic. Caustic hit. Watch the traps behind you.
Oh shit, watch it.
Yep,
It's the
back
side.
up. We're good.
Watch this door.
Yep. Watching door now.
I got scanning too.
Okay. Good, I've got heartbeat 2 on them, right here.
Happy, yeah, got 2.
Perfect. One's downed over there.
Nade.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah, I cracked 100. Cracked 100 over there.
Where?
Oh, it's over here.
Okay. We're still...
One team dead. This is another team under 6. Another team under 6
okay.
southwest.
Yep, okay.
Copy. Yep,
I'm a shield.
go ahead. Watch south side now. South side door.
Yeah, I
Yep.
got 3.
Okay, we're still holding here. We're still good.
Yeah, we're good.
Nade's coming in.
We
Coming
got
in
another
from the
team
east.
across from us.
Yep, Nade's coming from the east. Careful. One's in the... Come in
Watch
the
you.
east door.
Up top.
Yep. Watch it. Coming in south door.
Yeah, we got guys over there. Yep, watch that.
South door's hit. He's backing. No worries. Hold.
Cracked him.
Watch
Okay,
above,
hold.
watch above. That guy's still
Hold.
there.
Hold in the door. Inside.
RG's dead.
Hold sword. Stop door.
Oh, Sears low. Sears low.
I can't.
That's all good.
GG's.
We had nothing we could do there. I'm not. Holy fuck! I can't believe I beamed that Octane though. Holy shit. Yeah, there's Octane here on RVN. Fucking knock this bitch.
All right, so
1 sec.
we just took a quick listen in to these guys, R99, but they did get wiped by Raven Delta. I just wanted to show that action and get a little bit of a listen into that team. The champions getting taken out there and did not get to score much on that side of things, but that's how the cookie crumbles. It looks like Raven Delta doing their job right now and taking care of business. When you talk about Raven Delta, that team came in and also won as well. Another championship team who performed extremely well, and they're in the middle of a fight. They're really about this life right here, and we're gonna see how they play on this next scenario. Are they gonna take it, or are they gonna back off and not fight this fight? The super interesting thing about choosing when to fight and when not to fight. It's very important to know when to take the fights and when not to. So we'll see what they can do, if they're going to be pushing or backing off, and it looks like they're definitely going to rotate out of there. And sometimes that's the right move. They got a couple points, they scored enough, and now they'll rotate out of there and figure out what's their next move. And good stuff by these guys. They're calm, cool, and collective at the moment. They do have a team right in front of them across the way. Could get super interesting in just a second here with multiple teams right in the area. Here it is. The fight begins. Team Delta. And again, we're going to do a lot of listening today. We want to just give you a feel for some of these teams. Let's go into Raven Delta's comp.
I think we should go this way and chill.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. Let's do that.
No, never mind.
Want to take on it?
No. I thought it was good. No. Oh, team up there.
Yeah. Follow me this way. Oh no. You guys gotta heal up. They're gonna push us for sure.
Oh, there's another team up there.
Bro, both teams are shooting at me. Just say what y'all do. What y'all got? Bro,
Here,
stop
bro.
talking.
Back up, back up. Puffin, don't die. Don't die.
Yep, fall back, fall back.
Anything will grab his banner.
No, y'all could probably res, honestly, in just a second. If I get behind this rock.
Okay, yeah, tell me when you're safe. Tell me when you're safe.
Alright, I'm watching the guys up here. I'm watching the guys up here right
You're
now.
safe?
Yeah, I'm safe.
Alright, I'm about to stick it. I'm about to stick it.
Yeah, you stick it, you stick it, you stick it. They're distracted. Oh, behind us, behind us. They don't notice us. It's a bloodhound, singular bloodhound.
Yeah,
He's
we
a
hold this,
solo.
we hold this, we hold this, we hold this right here.
He's hiding right here. You want to get him? He's solo.
No, we hold this.
Oh, it's a
Yo.
solo caustic. It's a solo caustic right here.
Is he down low?
Yeah, it's right here.
I think we get that.
Alright, hit
He's
it.
trying to rat. He also has whites. We can get that.
Very calm comms here from Team Raven Delta. I love it. The more calm you are, the better you perform,
Nice.
guys. This is
That's
something
fine, that's fine.
professional athletes practice.
extra clock points.
Breathing
Yeah,
and
back up, back up. We'll wait for his
staying
box
calm.
to come back on the gondola. Let's hold this up here. Let's hold this up here, because we're still in circle.
Yep, got it. Sounds good.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I don't know what team that was.
It's so bad. Like it's.
We gotta hold it. We gotta hold it.
I'm gonna take that heavy ammo.
There's people here.
There are?
Yeah, they're over here.
Now, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
yeah,
as you
that.
can see, just some really great stuff.
Bruh.
I love coming to these listenings. It's a part of the game to understand what you need to do and how to do it, the right call outs, you know, saying north or saying east 75 or, you know, pinging them and saying, hey, let's play position, just hold the ground. And you can see this team is very poised. That's something that's very hard to find and hard to do. In the heat of the moment, being calm during battle makes you a master. And this is something martial arts has taught me, and I believe everyone should study some form of professionalism, whether it's martial arts, some type of sports, for example, gaming. This is what I'm offering to the world. I'm basically a sensei, hosting, organizing these events, and I have my students, and they are the players who come and perform and do what they do professionally. And I just offer the platform and try to help them whenever I can. But I take no credit other than just managing these events. But the point of what I'm making is they're professional things, and if you can play it proper, you're doing a really good job when you're poised like these guys were. You can hear their comms relaxed, not going wild and screaming at each other and taking their time. And they're in the heat of the moment right now. They're Bloodhound hounding players. He's somehow getting scans every second. It feels like he's getting a scan every second, and they did take out one of UMP's players, but they're not going to force the issue. There's a lot of teams in the area, and they're pretty much going to keep holding it as much as humanly possible. And we're looking at Team Bronze coming in, trying to get some work done. We'll see what they can do here. Team Bronze, another championship team. Remember, everybody gets 10 points to start off the tournament that are champions. And we only had 6 champions today. And Bronze was one of those guys. So right now, they're going to be trying to make some moves and get some work done. They're about to get into a big fight here. And it looks like they're definitely going to take it. So why don't we do ourselves a favor and join in on their chat as they go ahead for this fight.
They can't see it. Yeah. I'm getting shot in my ass. That was just for you, Mag. I'm just like.
You guys want to hit that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll be right back. I'm
Yeah,
the only
go,
one
go,
who's
go.
in and out.
I'm gonna go with you.
No, please stay back. I'm the only one who can get in and out.
They're right here, by the way.
Team of
Literally right here. Almost cracked one on perp.
What'd you get? Spitfire. Matter of fact, here, OG, here.
Portal, raid portal underneath me.
Take here.
Coming back to Sean.
Giddy beam, giddy crack down here. He wasted
Yo, to my
bubble.
left,
I'm
OG,
gonna
to my left,
ult
OG,
in a
to my left. Sean, look at us, look at us.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
69 on 1. Cracked Octane. You guys want to push this or what? Yo, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Stop.
My controller ran out of battery. What?
OG, pull back, pull back, pull back.
I need a heal. I need a heal.
I'm good, I'm back.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Team fighting on the tracks now.
We need to get back
No,
up there.
I want to go back to Shine. I just didn't want to, like...
Team on this car. Team in here.
He needs. We're gonna have to rotate. Hey, let's go down and rotate.
Yeah, there was a team back here too. There was a team back there at one point.
Yeah, right here. Right here. I'm getting a... Right here, right on me.
I don't know where they are now. But...
Fight them. I want to keep rapping all the way left. Follow
I
circle.
can't hear Ocean.
Oh, she's not talking.
No, I am. Hold on.
Well, he is, but...
I accidentally muted him, I think. Or turned off my thing. Oh, I just got Cyrilton.
Low ground.
Bubble if you need to. Bubble if you need to.
No way! There's no way, man. This fucking ping!
Just go.
You little prick! Fuck you! Sake, man. I was calling out this team for 5 minutes!
I literally let you guys know that they were under there, but Kasha wanted to rotate around. There was nothing we could have done.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, messed that up. We're watching Team Raven Rebirth now. Seeing what they can offer here. Team Bronze, one of their players did go down. You just heard him screaming. But it happens. And now we're checking out Raven, trying to take out Team Bronze. Team Bronze, an amazing team. Team Raven, a new team coming together, trying to get some work done. And we'll see how this all plays out going forward here. Very difficult situation because now that banner, will they pick it up or will they rotate out of there without their teammate? This is the difficult decisions that you're going to be making. And I really love what I'm seeing. Right now by multiple teams taking care of business. And we're just watching a patience game here, and I do believe Bronze wants to get their teammates banner because they haven't rotated out of this situation. They're just holding their ground here, and there's so many teams into action right now. Let's take a quick spin around and check in on another busy team right here. K-Media trying to figure it all out here, get some good shots in. They are in prime position here for the rest of the round, holding the best God spot for this ring, for the final ring to be exact. And they have a Caustic, so this is really good for them. Caustic is one of the best end game players in all of Apex. It's one of those conversations of what type of player and team do you have? Are you playing for the end game? Are you going for kills early on? You movement team, or are you going to try to play defensively? These are a lot of questions and some difficult ones as K-Media trying to survive the scenario. Pushing teams back, fighting them off. Somehow they get the revive here, and that is amazing stuff, to say the least, by these guys to be able to get that rolling. Solid job by them. And of course, they still have 3 teams coming in for some action. And look at talking about some action. Brute Force looking to keep scoring. They're already here scoring points in placement. And now they can go for some kills here, and they have a good amount of kills as well, man. These guys are looking incredible. Shots being ranged off, and man, brute force definitely bringing the pain. They're gonna go ahead and push K-Media. Will they get this right on top of the Caustic? And man, Caustic's traps, I'm telling you, and beautiful stuff by Bruce Squad there. Perfectly done. I'm telling you, these guys are just spectacular. No surprise there. You saw that they had some really great positioning and they wanted to push that third party. They did the right thing to do so. And we're going to take a quick look and see how that all played out at the very end. K-Media early on here, I mean, they really had the best spot as far as the end game here. They had a good area to control, and they also had multiple shield swaps. The problem was brute force were just prepared. As you can see, they wipe out one of the teams and then they go nuts after this. They understand that they have this game won. They're going to keep pushing the pace, and this was a really good look for them. They really know what they're doing, and they're taking care of business at this moment. And that's what you want to see. They push the pace here, and it's a scary sight to see when one team dominates 2 games in a row, winning both. The rest of the lobby is fighting for scraps. They're trying to score as much points as they can. You got to be very careful here because you're playing against a team that is no joke. Bruce Squad coming in hot, as you can see, just lighting it up, and you can tell they were going to finish it off there easily. Big respect to Brute Force. This team is so serious. And you gotta love it. Ladies and gentlemen, just the beginning of these tournaments. Literally just the beginning. We got 5 more games. 5 more games to play. You just seen game 2. Brute Force won the first game, and now they won the second game. They are that good. It's just call it how we see it, all right? They are that good. And it's okay, because that just makes them comfortable. And what happens sometimes, you get too confident. If they decide to get too confident, it can cost them big time, because now they're going to have to deal with teams that are hungry and want to chase down this win and get multiple kills. So we'll see how it all plays out. We got a lot in store for you guys. We're going to break down a few things and showcase it to you guys. Take a quick look. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series has arrived with some amazing games and content that we've brought to you guys. We've had over 100 teams, some pro players who have won championships in the ALGS, and some community members growing and building their own teams. It's been an exciting time, and we want to break that down in detail. The roadmap to the championship started off with our qualifiers, where all of these teams competed to try to make it into the majors. Those who won made it into the majors, and then of course those who were on top of their games were selected to be a part of the majors. This community events really showcase Apex at its finest. We've had over 30 plus matches and tournaments for these teams, and man, oh man, we are excited because we have tons of great players and teams we will be showcasing. Moving on to the majors, what you're seeing right now, the most incredible thing is happening. All of the champions are in. They have won the qualifiers, and from going into the qualifiers, where anybody is eligible to enter, is open to the community. they are going to be making it into the majors, and you could be joining this. So go right ahead and head to our Discord so that you can get involved and sign up for future events, because there's so much more in store for these. That being said, today we are in the majors and we have top tier only champions and top teams are invited to this event. And man, oh man, what an event is going to be. These guys are literally the best in the world. Those players are incredible, and I'm very excited about what is coming for this, because this all leads into the championship rounds where it's only the best making it through. I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are ready for today and going forward into the championships, because all of these teams put their hearts and souls into this, dedicated a lot of time, and everybody here is excited to see who will be the champions and who will create their own legacy with Court Battle League's tournament series. So thank you very much for being a part of this, and we will 100% have you guys get involved with what we have going on. All you have to do is head over to our Discord, sign up for our events, contact me, Mad Gamer INC, and I will gladly get you guys invested and involved with what we have going forward. Take a look at this scoreboard right now. Looking very, very good for multiple teams. You're seeing some good stuff and some bad stuff. Some champions who had a 10-point lead to start this majors off and are in the bottom of the bracket, not doing so hot at this very moment. Then you have the actual top dogs. You're looking at Brute Force. They're literally on fire. This isn't the match point system format for today or for the majors, but going into the championship, if Brute Force makes it into the championship, which it's looking like they just might, the way this is going, guys, let's be honest here, then we might get a second game. They're already reaching match point. But this is not how that format works. If you guys didn't pay attention to how it all works, the highest points wins. And it's not going to be just one team. Multiple teams will survive the day. They have to all score above and beyond. If they can do that, then they will have their chance to win it all. Again, it's still super early. There's still a lot of games to play. We only had game 2. We literally just finished game 2, and these are the scores right now. People are scoring big numbers to start off. You're looking at 50 points from Bruce Squad. Bronze Dive Trail has 32, and K Media with 24. You're looking at the top 3 there. Then, of course, if you're rooting for one of these teams below, put that in the chat. Let's hear who you got. What are you predicting for this game 3? Who will come out on top? That is the question. You decide, right? Make your votes, make your predictions. Tell me what you believe, who you believe in. I know a lot of players also watch this. I know we got a lot of people in Japan. Thank you so much for watching with my captions on. I hope they work well. No, captions aren't the best, but we try to provide you guys with some action. Then for everybody watching through across the world, we are so grateful to have you guys on all of these platforms. I'm on 30+ live streaming platforms everywhere, in the front pages of some smaller ones, and also just in general out here showing love and support consistently. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Oh man, game 3 is going to be interesting. The reason I think it's going to be interesting is because now we're going to see how it all plays out, right? You think you know what is going on. You think Brute Force is going to come out again on top. Next thing you know, they get eliminated on the first round, possibly. You know, these things do happen, and it could get pretty dangerous right away. Who knows how it all plays out? We're gonna take a quick look and spin around the block just for you guys as we go. Oh my goodness. And we'll take a quick look at Brute Force as they drop and see how well they're able to perform in this scenario. This is a tough scenario for them, right? Because a lot of times what happens is you're up so high, you're feeling real good, and now other teams warm up and they take your shine from you, and you got to be able to refocus and regroup and get back on that ball. So we'll see how it plays out going up from now. Still super early, but we shall see. And I like what I'm seeing by Brute Force here. They decided to take their time and do what's necessary at this very moment, right? They're not going to force the issue. They're going to go into the trials here, try to loot up and get themselves back on the ball. I don't mind this. Speaking of I don't mind, we're going to go ahead and look at Six Crutches as they go ahead and take on a fight right next door to them. They're going to be battling Brute Force, so this could get super interesting. Brute Force, as we saw, performing very well. We're going to take a look to see what they got to offer and how they play. Should be interesting here. Some great performances by far. We were, well, actually, speaking of that, they decided to rotate out of there. It looks like Six Crutches scared them away, and that's a good thing for them because now they can go ahead and try to score some placement points, gear up, prepare for a fight instead of being forced into one when they're not comfortable. So super interesting. And of course, you take your time here, you don't rush, get yourself back on the ball, and you get rolling. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. It's gonna be a good day. We're literally in game 3 right now, just getting warmed up. It's not even halfway through the tournament today, but it's looking real good. We're an hour into the show, and man, if you're here, get some food. We got about 2 to 3 more hours of games for you guys. There's going to be a small intermission within the 4-hour tournament, and that'll be a quick 15 for the teams to be able to get themselves a snack and, you know, get some quick relief. Then we'll go right back into it because we want to keep it short as possible, and it might be even quicker depending on how prepared these teams are. And that's another conversation private for the teams. For everybody watching, these guys have done amazing stuff professionally, showing up on time, you know, submitting their information. We have profiles on these teams. We have a lot of great things happening. Really love it. And look at this, talking about love it, Team Bronze in the thick of it right now against DIB. We haven't talked much about DIB, and man, oh man, they're getting hit very hard. And you love what you just saw. Team Bronze wiping out another team, and they are champions, so you know they're going to perform well. And they took care of business here, and they're in a dangerous area. This is one of the hottest spots. Anytime I want to look for some action, I always come to Fragment. This is the place to be. I'll just be honest with everybody. I don't want to try to exploit that, but I think it's well known for any Apex players. This is the hot zone. So speaking of hot zones, Bronze scoring some points right now and getting themselves that continuation. All right, they already have 32 points. They're high up there in second place, but they're deciding they don't want to finish it. And then we're looking at a really slick scenario here where Team Bronze is using Seer's passive, the best ability in the game. It's better than Gibby's bubble. It's better than Octane's jump pad. I mean, that's saying a lot. This passive here can really win you games. And right now, when he's in the passive, which allows him to heart seek, it's a heart seeker is what the passive is called. It basically can monitor hearts. So think about it as a heartbeat monitor. And man, oh man, it is powerful. And I hope they don't nerf it and make it into a bad passive, because it's an amazing one. Now, maybe they need to do a couple of tweaks to it, I would say. But I love it. I love it. And we're going to go ahead and rotate around and check in on some teams. They're about to get hot and heavy shortly. And it's a little bit of a slow pace for some of these teams, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at R9 losing one of their players and then having one down and out. I don't think he's going to get the banner. He's getting chased right now. Minty Maniacs doing some work, getting the job done here. You got to love Minty Maniacs, and I haven't done a formal introduction for every team like I normally do. Just kind of excited to get the ball rolling. We're gonna have enough time to showcase and talk about everybody. The Minty Maniacs, one of those teams that were super consistent, and they just here to perform, getting back on the ball. And right now their team leader, Spaghetti Lord, trying to figure it out and get some things going. They lost a player. They're gonna try to work this out. We'll see if they leave him behind or pick him back up. Who knows? And we want to take a quick second to rotate this around, and so you guys can see Brute Force has lost one of their players officially. This makes it very difficult for them to even get a chance to win it all. So those type of moments there are super difficult, and it's not what you want. If you're a player, you don't want to have to go through this. So tough times for Brute Force. They won 2 in a row. Could they still win 3? It's possible. I've won solo. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's definitely possible. You just got to know when to strike on that third party fight. So speaking of third party fight, we're going to rotate back around and check out Minty Maniacs as we were talking about them. I like where they're at right now. They have Caustic at a great position in this area right here. When the ring closes and a team is trying to push you here and you have a Caustic, it is super difficult to get up there and deal with his gas at the same time. So it's a good idea what they're doing, but the problem is they get taken down by 6 crutches, and 6 crutches about to clean up shop. And we want to take a listen to these guys. Oh, 1 second. I guess we're gonna pause on that.
You're so loud.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to try to listen to those guys. They have some technical difficulties with their sound, but we'll come back to it. That being said, Team Crutches, again, just top tier material. There's a lot of teams in this area. Just so happens that Brute Force is right here as well. So let's take a quick look at them as they fight right now. Minty Maniacs. Minty Maniacs getting hit pretty hard. He's all alone, trying to survive the fight. He gets down, and Team Minty Maniacs gets wiped out here. And man, they only have 3 points. They get taken out. Not a good look, but it's just the beginning. It's only game 3. A lot of action left out there. speaking of action, we're going right back into Six Crutches. The name of this is team is called Crutches because they believe they need that aim assist. But guess what? The tournament is doing ALGS setting, so the aim assist is actually turned off compared to when it's on. There's a new feature for tournament hosts where you can override the aim assist and make it more ALGS ready. So super interesting. Very excited to provide that to these players.
No fusion, careful. I'm bubbling you.
Where are the other guys? What are they doing?
We're playing angles to watch out. Let me hit my health. Y'all come over here. Come over here. We can play staircase up here. Come to me. Where is he? Once I have my bubble, we can ape this kid. Get ape to Patty.
On height.
Yeah. I'm focusing left side. I almost have bubble.
Hitting him. Octane low.
I cracked Patty as well. Patty won. Patty dead.
I'm shielding.
I'm on my door healing.
Double kick fusion.
Octane one. Nice.
Good shit.
We are listening to Six Crutches right now, taking out another team doing real well.
I don't see any obvious third parties.
Yeah, good shit, boys.
Not too bad.
We're not fucking around no more.
All right here.
I pull out the Gibby. It's really GG's for this lobby. I pull out the Gibby. How'd you get up there? There, man. It's the same ending from first game, I think.
All right, so we just listened in very shortly to Team Six Crutches, and that team are champions. They won the qualifiers. They get 10 extra points to start off with, and at the moment they are in 11th place. So they have to figure out how to score a little more, get themselves in the right position. They wiped out a team there, so they're going to score multiple points. Looking good for them. And it's just a start, guys. We got a lot of action going on with 11 teams left. The third ring about to start closing shortly. They are holding the high ground, trying to get position. There's 3 teams in this area all swarming in together. And that's what you want to see. And man, the chaos begins when you talk about madness. I love it. And gonna rotate around and check out Bruce Squad getting hit pretty hard right now by Team Phoenix. Team we haven't talked much about. These guys came in last minute. They played in our qualifiers, performed good enough to get into the majors, and they made it in today. Lucky for them, and we'll see what they can do here as the third ring starts closing. Looks like there is a fight next door as well. He's like UMP. Get the pick of this Rampage here. Rampage down to 1 player. And there's so many teams in this area. UMP just trying to survive. This Gibby dome with a revival is so important to this game. But when you have a seer, you can interrupt that. And I do believe that's going to be a part of the new meta. As long as the devs do not eliminate seers tactical, you're going to see some really interesting gameplay. And dropping a defensive bombardment right on top of himself to try to survive this scenario. Raven Alpha staying alive. Now they're going to be pushing this right here, trying to get into it. And you got to love it. And right now, UMP just taking their time, not forcing the fight, trying to be smart about their positioning.
Thank you.
Gonna rotate around and see what Raven Alpha is doing at the moment. Trying to figure it all out here. Let's get a listen into Raven Alpha.
Maybe buying Bravo here on the right. Oh, they got in.
We have to go wide. We can go wide over here. There's a team on the road.
Let's go left. Lord, over here.
I'm coming.
They're fighting, so we can go third that.
I need my demo. Definitely.
Oh, let's go. We have to
I need it.
I'm sorry, I have to take it. That's the only range gun I got. Oh shit.
Right here. Right there. Oh, that.
Right here. I have to heal.
Yeah, one stay close.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. He got you. Alright, hold the spot.
I'm gonna peek over here. They gotta be on this wall right here.
And then we'll see what we can get right here.
Right there.
Yeah, we got two. I don't know. If there's a trio,
they might respawn. They might respawn.
Hey, I'm gonna get one more scan in. I don't want to waste it. So if I scan one more, then we ape them. We'll pad and ape them.
So you watch it.
6 seconds, and then we take this. We have to win this guy. This is 3. If it's 2, and then 2, 3, yeah. Oh, that's 4. What? Oh, the trap.
Okay, now, there's a guy below. There's a guy below by himself. There's a right. He's down here. Alright, we're gonna have to just go over here.
Right there, shoot the rat. He's right here. Lord, don't get pinged from that team on the left.
No, I'm trying not to.
We need to rotate. We got a pad right here. Oh, watch it.
You better spot here. If y'all can get to me, better spot. There's a team behind us. Knock one. I'm going.
No, bubble. Oh, use the bubble over there.
Yeah, because I thought you were.
We're gonna have to walk to this car here. You with me? I'm walking to the car.
I'll come in. Okay.
Fuck.
I got a mobile. Oh my god. Mobile.
Hold on, I have a team on my left.
I know, but you got that mobile. Right next to you.
That right there was Team Alpha trying to survive this scenario. There's so much going on. I want to call on this action because it's looking real good. A-Media trying to push the pace, also having a player down. They're going to go and try to revive him, but this scenario is hot. So many teams in the final ring. It's going to get crazy. Sears Ultimate is right on top of them. They take it out, but man, oh man, they're getting hit from every angle. Then, of course, you have Akatsuki, just incredible team. We finally gonna get to see them really perform here. They have been one of the best teams performance-wise, and today they're making a name for themselves. All right, those qualifiers and events that they've been in, it's not enough. Now is the time. Look at this great Caustic ultimate, all the gas, and his gas hurts now more than ever. And just look at how easily it helps him take down another player, and just perfectly placed traps, holding this area down for the most part and not allowing teams to get in. Akatsuki in control for the moment. They're gonna have to rotate out of this area shortly. I really like the room that they have in this area, so they can hold this backside for a while now. As long as they don't get pushed from behind, but there's so many teams right around them. You gotta be very, very, very careful in this scenario. And Caustic in the late game, it is so detrimental dealing with him. Non-stop gas coming out everywhere. Just great shots right here by Caustic. And just perfect stuff. A great display of what Caustic can offer to a team in these tight situations where things are getting out of hand. And man, oh man, only 4 teams, one above them. And of course, you have Team Alpha above them right now. So they're gonna have to fight Team Alpha, but right across as well. Have to be very careful here because K-Media is trying to survive this scenario, and they're going to go ahead and push deeper into the ring. And here it is right here, the final fight. Can Akatsuki survive and take this fight, or will we end up having some trouble? And look at this, shots going down. Akatsuki doing their job, shield swapping. Looks like Caustic is the king of the castle, folks. Oh my goodness, but what a turnaround. K-Media in control. Wow. And they did the job very well there. K-Media taking control of that scenario. And that's what you want to see. And you would have thought Akatsuki had it, but guess what? K-Media also had a Caustic for the win. He's looking like an MVP player. And right now, K-Media had 24 and they were in 3rd place before this game. And they're going into it now, scoring some big points and then winning it all also. So just incredible play by these guys. And man, oh man, we are just getting started in these tournaments. We still have 4 more games. That's right, you heard it here first. There's 4 more games and they'll be played back to back. We're not going to give it a lot of breaks. Only when we reach game 5 we'll give you guys, viewers, players, and everybody a break from that point on. But for now, we are officially in the move. And you saw Akatsuki doing a good job trying to take some players, some teams out, and they scored big points. But the only problem here is that points aren't everything, right? You have to get this win. You have to win it all. And what happened was K-Media just waited for the right time to finish that game off. They took care of business, and you got to respect that. And that's how it's played. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. You're watching the majors. They're just getting started. That was game 3 in a 7-game event today. Usually we do less games, but since this is a majors, we wanted to give teams chances to warm up, to get their blood flowing, and to get it rolling. Our events are usually about 3 hours. This one might be 4, just because we're adding 2 extra games to it so we can give you guys a little more excitement, and then give the teams a chance to warm up and figure out how everybody's playing and what they need to do to adjust. You're going to see teams at the bottom of the bracket make their way up to the top. Do not give up on those teams at the bottom of the bracket. I promise that they will make a return. All right, so hope you guys are enjoying. I am so far. It's been really nice to see these teams perform, and let's go ahead. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series is in the majors, and we have a lot to break down when it comes to this format. In some quick details, I'm going to expand on how it all works. We are getting 40 teams all playing to try to make it into the championship rounds. These teams will be playing what we call survival format. All of these teams will be placed in a 7-game series where the highest scorers will advance. And the way you're going to score is pretty simple. Placement will get you your points and, of course, eliminations. For first place, you will get 12 points. Second place, you will get 9. Third place will get 7 points. Fourth place will get 5 points. Fifth place will get 4 points. As you can see, the score is there. For eliminations, it's 1 point per elimination. The format is pretty simple. Each day there will be 7 games played with the 20 teams. If the team with the lowest numbers will be eliminated, we have to take into account the top 15 will survive another day. There are 4 days in the majors, so everybody will have to play each other at some point. Top teams will end up playing against top teams as we go forward. The lower brackets will play against the lower brackets until we are left with only 20 teams. To put it simple, play and place high with as much points as you can, or you will be eliminated. It's a survival format, and we thought it was fitting for the majors where it's top teams trying to compete in a battle royale, which is also the last man standing survival game. And man, oh man, what an exciting time it is. I'm very, very thrilled for these majors because they are bringing back highest scores to the table, and we're gonna see what these teams have. My advice for anybody that is playing, to take your time and make sure you place high enough, but also find your way to get some eliminations. With that in mind, once again, there are multiple teams that will be playing today, and all of these teams are trying to place within the top 15. Anybody lower than that will be eliminated from these tournaments, and we will keep moving forward with the new teams who will play again on our next date. That is our format. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here looking at these scoreboards, thinking to ourselves, my oh my. Some top teams are coming back from the bottom, started from the bottom, now they're here. And then of course the teams who've been on top are still there for the moment, but it's looking real good for these opposite teams. All right, these other teams are starting to come back and get into the flow. You're looking at good stuff by some of these guys. So Brute Force, of course, number 1. They had 50 before this game, and they only scored 4 points. That tells you these other teams are finding a way to get in there. And of course, K Media taking care of business and doing their job the way they do it. So I'm loving it by K Media to come back and make some noise. And of course, Bronze Dive Trail, they were champions from the qualifiers, but man, they are right back in it at 3rd place. And a team that we know and love, Akatsuki, they are in 4th place with 35. Of course, 6 Crutches right around the corner in 5th with 28. So it's still early. We still got a lot of action. It is good times, baby. We are literally going into game number 4 right now. It's literally just push. These guys are playing fantastic and everything is flowing perfectly. I'm excited about this next game. We'll see what everybody has to offer when it comes to this next game. We already know what teams are playing like. Can these teams catch up? Can they heat up? What is going to happen is the question, and it's a good question when you ask. We'll see how it all works out. Congratulations to everybody. Those in the lower bracket, do not give up. You still have a chance. There's a lot of teams in the under 10 that are not too far away from you and can still win it all. So make sure you go and keep scoring big. And those teams that are in the top bracket, don't think that you're safe, because you want to try to get an automatic entry into the championships. You have to be top 5 after today's and tomorrow's tournament to be able to make it in, possibly. All right, so we will announce that next week when we see all the final scores from the majors and see who can advance automatically without having to play one more major tournament. But anyways, we shall take a look and see what's going down with a couple of these teams. And we're going to look at a team to beat right now. A team that is on top of the leaderboard still as we go into game 4. They won 2 in a row. The first 2, they just lost game 3. But man, it feels like they were going to win that one too, right? The way these games have been going, these guys have performed extremely well. Blue Force about to take some action and figure things out. And they're going into one of the new POIs, all right? The point of interest spots that they were just updated 2 weeks ago. And I've had a lot of fun dropping in these areas. Of course, they're going to be a little hot because people want to see what's there and want to explore them. I had tons of fun coming over here, and I do think Apex is doing a good job to keep the game fresh. You know, somebody like me who's played since release always needs that. And man, oh man, they're getting hits. This look like Minty Maniacs are coming in to take out Bruce Squad. Minty Maniacs, guys, if you know, I did not talk about them much because they were 17th overall. And you would have thought maybe it was done and over, but they're taking out the top team right away, which tells you it's going down. They really want this action. They want to take this win, taking down 2 of the players and now giving themselves a chance. And that is perfect, as best as you can get right now of a scenario. And you gotta love that. Minty Maniacs are always performing extremely well. One of those teams you really know and love, and you get to appreciate their play style. And they surprised us pulling out a Revenant in the tournament when they first appeared, and just did some crazy things. As you guys know, Revenant has the Death Totem ultimate that changes the game. Let's just say it nicely. That's the best way to put it. It changes the game so drastically, and there's not much you can do against it unless you're prepared for it when you see it from afar and you can find angles. One thing I like to do is send someone back in the Death Totem and throw an Arc Star to wherever their Death Totem is, just to get them out of cover or hurt the Death Totem to break it and hurt the player as well as they go back. Just small little things like that to stop and counter Revenant is really, really good. And speaking of counter right now, Minty Maniacs about to get hit. Looks like FNG want to score some points as well. They're in 10th place right now. They're trying to score big, and it looks like Minty Maniacs are fighting back here. We're going to see how it all works out. FNG does have the high ground here. They take out one of Minty Maniacs' players, and they are pushing this. And I love that aggression. That aggression means the world. That just means you're ready for the action. And they're going to go ahead and rotate in there to try to take Minty Maniacs out. But man, it took them a while to get there. Minty Maniacs might be healed up. Let's take a look around. Minty Maniacs getting deeper in to the building, trying to hold it. FNG is gonna all heal up, and this is where the fight begins right now. You like what you see from Minty Maniacs, but guess who's in the building as well, guys? Who can smell the blood? It looks like 6 Crutches wants in on this action, and it's about to get real. Everybody out there. So if you're gonna have this third-party scenario, it's gonna get super interesting. Let's see how this plays out. I know these guys don't even know that they're about to get third-party, but it's here and it's now, folks. And man, oh man, I've had a good time with Apex lately. Been playing it every single day. I usually don't play games every day. You guys know I manage, I've run a bunch of different things, and my whole life is kind of swarmed with no sleep, work. But then I just take my time. At any moment that I'm playing the game, you'll see me streaming it. And Apex has had all my gaming time. And there's a lot of great games out there that I still haven't finished, but I've been enjoying it. So I'm just grateful that the game is this fun at this time. And man, speaking of fun, we're gonna see a nice little fight here between multiple teams. They're all kind of just sizing each other up at this very moment. You got 6 Crutches pinging on FNG, and it looks like Minty Maniacs fell back for the moment. I'm sure Minty Maniacs are somewhere close by trying to get that third party in. Who knows? We'll see how that works out. And it looks like, wow, they're so confident. They started crafting in the back, and FNG is still posturing this situation to see if they're going to push it or fall back. And of course, FNG is in the top 10, but they got to try to score some more. You know, they're 10 points behind 6 Crutches. So if they can take 6 Crutches out here, score these points, they're going to be looking really good. And it looks like they are going to start rotating towards them. And I don't believe 6 Crutches even knows they're coming. And this is the difference between a Seer and a Bloodhound. Bloodhound can't tell that you're coming. Seer can tell where people are throughout the map. So super interesting. As you can see, FNG deciding push. Man, they lasering a player. They did not get that finish there. 6 Crutches trying to take care of business. They're gonna go ahead and push this fight right here. I'm loving the Vault and the Rampage. Very interesting loadout here, and that's what we're gonna see. The SMG Vault, the most reliable SMG in the game. Right now, shots being fired, popping off, and this is what you want to see, guys. This is survival, right? The last team standing is what it's all about. At this moment, the shots being rang off with that Vault, looking real sharp, and the Rampage as well. It's looking like FNG's a one-on-one scenario, and they get cleaned up. Oh my goodness. And we missed that action, folks. Man, oh man, that action was something special. And guess what? It's not over yet. It's multiple teams in the area, still trying to clean up shop here. This is a nice area, and like I said, guys, this is one of those fun spots. New location. Again, survival of the fittest, guys. This game mode, the reason I love Battle Royale so much is I played Team Deathmatch, and I still love it, and I still play a lot of great games that have Team Deathmatch, and it's always fun. But there's something so dynamic and so unique. You get yourself in crazy scenarios, and it's up to you to survive them, whether you take a team out or whether you just survive the fight. And at this very moment, you know, you see some teams really do a great job, not just surviving, but thriving, pushing teams and doing all types of things. And it's necessary. It's necessary. You know, a part of the game is surviving third parties, surviving these fights. Super necessary. And that's what I love about Battle Royale. And Apex specifically, the way they designed the map. There's mountains, there's choke points, so as you try to rotate, you're stuck or you got to go through a building, or you have to go through specific areas that make it very difficult to rotate when you have other teams in the area. And for the majors, for the most part, we're going to have World's Edge. Today we'll have World's Edge. Tomorrow we'll have World's Edge. Next week we might change it up. We let the players vote on that. But I do believe World's Edge is the most competitive map, well designed for a little more control for rotations. Just feels real good. And speaking of feels real good, and here it goes. A fight begins. GIB, an incredible team, getting in on the action. And right now, they push UMP down and into the building. They're going to take their time here. Again, this is sometimes all about posturing, guys. Some teams just don't take the fight. That's okay. Ooh, Raven Delta trying to clean up shop here. Can he get the job done? His teammates are down. He wants to go get that banner right now. And he's about to, but you got to be very careful. There's a team right next to him. He was too late for that last banner. And next door to him, 6 crutches just trying to survive. And man, oh man, battle royales at its finest when you have situations like this. For example, you're stuck in the ring, you're trying to rotate and trying to get into position, and it's so much going on. Then all of a sudden a team comes and attacks you. It's just something special when you see there was a player, just one player specifically, always asking for us to have designated landing spots for each team, and I don't think that's really battle royale. You know, we're not playing, you know, who owns property. This is battle, you know, and then the last name royale is like, who's the king? You know, the king of the hill. And you know, I've explained that it's not exactly something that I would push for. Maybe one day for one tournament we can do something like that, but other than that, it's anybody's game to beef and to go at each other at all times, especially scenarios like this where 6 crutches are trying to get into the ring. They have these teams griefing them on and on and on, and it's a part of the game. This is who survives, last team standing. But that in mind, guys, we're gonna check out who is gonna be griefing them. It looks like the bro team who's on the bottom of the bracket fighting off 6 crutches. Can they make it happen is the question. We're gonna see here how they play this. Crutches, very confident team, very aggressive team, and if they get hit, they hit back hard. All right, they do not allow themselves to get bullied here. It's looking really solid for 6 crutches who just got pushed, and now they're the aggressors, doing a good job taking out the bros in this scenario. Let's see, just cleaned up perfectly with the rampage and vaults. It's a fun loadout. It is really, really, really fun. I really do like the rampage. You know, it feels like a great weapon you can use at long range when you put on a scope on this for long range. And then on top of it, when you put that charge into it, the thermite, it's even more special from up close or mid-range. You can really tear through some players. Super interesting, to say the least. Everybody watching, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a player in these tournaments, please head to our Discord, talk to us over there about any game issues. Our chats are made for viewers to enjoy commentate on the fun stuff that they see, great plays, some crazy commentary, their listen-ins, the compositions of players, what weapons they're using, all of these conversations. Other than that, if you're a player in the tournament and you got tournament issues, the only place to discuss that is in our Discord. And if you're a fan and you're just watching, you're also welcome to our Discord to come talk also. But for the stream purposes, the chat is just for fun conversations. Any gameplay stuff is dealt with in the Discord only. Speaking of that, looks like Six Crutches might take this fight. I wouldn't have until I got a better position. Really not going to do much other than a little bit of damage here. And they don't look like they need to farm much damage. And man, they're getting hit very hard in this scenario. Got to be very careful what you wish for picking fights like that. And take a look around. It looks like Phoenix in a fight right now. Oh man, Six Crutches are getting hit very hard. They're in the ring. They might go down here. They can't survive against Phoenix. Shots being fired. Good stuff by Phoenix. Phoenix trying to take out one of the top teams. If they do, it helps the lobby get everybody else can score some points here, but they're losing a player here with these shots being rained on them. And they might get hit with sniper shots as they lift him up here. Loving to see Seer in the tournaments, you know, one of these legends that are game changing. But after next week on Tuesday, when we get an update, hopefully Tuesday or Thursday, I'm not sure what day they're going to do it, but I guess next Tuesday, we're going to see Seer get some balances on his abilities. And I just want to throw the question out to the viewers. What do you think he needs most? I've been talking about it for the past 2 weeks here. What does he need to be nerfed? For me, I would like his tactical radius to drop, to be less height, less width, no damage, no flash. Then drop the time that you're marked to about 5 seconds, and I think his tactical is fair. His ultimate, I don't know what I would do with that. Maybe shrink it a little bit. And then his passive, I can't even talk about it because I love it. So I'm biased. I don't want this passive to get touched, but I do believe the passive is the best thing in the game. So I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are on Seer. That's my opinion, not facts. Everybody has their taste of what they feel needs to be nerfed or buffed. That's what I would say about Seer. For any developer, manager watching, take notes. And for everybody else, show me what you think. What is your thoughts? Team Phoenix trying to survive. It looks like Six Crutches are in it thick. There's still 9 teams, but they've been in the middle of this fight for so long. Round 5 is just starting, and this is where it gets hot and heavy. Everybody is going to get into a big fight shortly. And as I say, it looks like Six Crutches going ahead, cleaning up some shop here, and wow, beautiful stuff. So fast. That was lightning speed, guys. And thinking about lightning speed, R99 in the thick of it, coming in hot, prepping, and about to get themselves in the thick. And actually, I overspoke. They decided to rotate out of there. They're going to be seeing a Kofu who's right next door. It's a dangerous situation for them right now. They got to be very careful on this next rotation. Take a listen to Oski here. I mean, I'm sorry, R99. Looks like
I'm free
I'm gonna
whenever
try-
you can.
Yeah, I'm coming over. I'm getting res. I'm getting res.
Yep.
Just watch. You got a Phoenix or do you need?
I'm good. I'm good. Just hold.
Okay, okay. Scanning.
Yep, perfect, guys.
We got people up top, people down low.
Yep, we play underneath again.
Yep,
again.
good. Watch door. You're gonna get caught by zone if you don't come quick.
Yep, wait, I'm coming now.
Can I take
Hold.
that for scans?
Yeah. Here. Take it.
Yep, got it.
Hurry, push in
Thank
a
you.
little bit. Push in a little bit, guys.
I got scan in one. Good.
There's one right here. We fight the guy in height.
Ammo cracked.
Where's this one?
Okay.
See you
That's
low.
my nade, that's
See your
my
tags.
nade.
What's up?
Yeah. How many up top? One?
I don't know.
Right,
Fight the guy in
Evo.
height. Now, push him. Ah. Yes!
Nice. Right
here. Hold door. Go.
Are they at door?
No one's at this door. Hold door. And you just switch. Yep, no, just don't open it, just pick, just get the pick.
Yeah.
I'm betting.
I know. I know, I'm here. He just has to hold door.
I'm out of syringes. I got no more health. Healable spray with Phoenix.
Okay. I'm dropping health right now.
Thank you.
I'll switch with you.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
perfect. Keep door.
We got
Yo,
two
watch
people
yourself.
below us.
Hold on, wait for me.
You gotta scan.
I know, but wait for me. Hold
Scan
on.
in 4.
Yeah, let me heal.
Is there any heavy?
And we scan south side, 165, and we're fucking good.
Scan south side. 165.
Yep, that's it.
That's the last you.
Hold top.
No.
Yep,
Hold up top.
Stay here.
I'm good. I know. Hold top. We're good. Just watch the climb up. Watch the climb up to the west. I'm good. I'll hold it.
Oh shit! Watch it. Climb up.
Yep.
I'm batting.
I'm watching. Yep. I'm watching climb up. Climb up's coming again. Climb up's coming east.
Cracked him.
Nice.
Covert back here.
I am. Watch
Tag
the scan.
18. Tag 20.
Climb up's coming again. I'll hold for you. Back up, they're gonna fight! Back up and res! Shoot it! Res, you have to stick it!
I knocked
I know, but you have to stick it! Stick it!
Get the res!
Oh.
Jeez, 1 fucking second. Alright, hold here, guys, hold here!
Covert medkit.
Yep, thank you. Hold here, guys. This is it.
This is my ult.
Good.
Hold here.
That's gonna
Slide
hurt.
in a little bit. Hey, slide in. Disaster.
I'm good.
Underneath, jump down.
Shit.
Yeah,
Damn it.
GG. That was good. We had a good game.
Okay, good.
That was a good game.
R9 there, but man, oh man. 6 Crutch is trying to come in clutch, and they come in crutch. They don't come in clutch. They come in crutch. Talk about incredible finish. Amazing stuff there, guys. Team 6 Crutch finding a way to win it all. We stood there and watched R99 for some of that, but Team 6 Crutch found a way to survive that scenario and get things rolling for themselves. So I'm loving it, and I'm loving it so far. You're watching a replay of Game 4 right now, and let's just take a quick look. And man, it was some fun commentary by them. Great stuff right here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Congratulations to Six Crutches coming out clutch in this last scenario, wiping out 2 teams to get themselves a win, and they're gonna move on up and get themselves right on this situation. It's looking real good for these guys right here. And that right there, my friends, was top tier material. Let's go ahead and check out this format. Everybody understand, we're playing high scores. Highest scores wins. And we're going to check the leaderboards and check everything in just a second. But look at the calendar so you can see all the dates for the majors as we go forward. We'll be right back in 2 seconds.
Ishal Magamer says, rename yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We are back at it. It is not over. We're about to get into number game. We're gonna play the number game, folks. Gonna check the scores and see what everybody is doing at this moment. It's an interesting time because now this is where it starts to settle in a little bit. We're halfway through. And everybody got to step their game up. Those at the bottom of the bracket can come back. Those at top have to keep performing because somebody can steal their spot. As we just saw, 6 Crutches winning that last game gave them the lead. They're number 1 overall. Understand, if they can stay at number 1, they might get an easy pass to the championship. All right, all of these teams will have to play 2 or 3 matches. Right? Every team will play 2 matches in the majors, but possibly play 3 if they're not one of the top teams. Right? So you want to be placed in the top 5 to get into the championship rounds. And right now, the top 5 teams here are looking good, but there are some tight scenarios. Of course, in one game, you can see Brute Force for going from second place to first or drop down, because right behind them, K Media, Bronze Dive Trail, Akoski, DIB, all right there in striking distance to take the lead. And the rest of these teams also have a chance. All right, if you get first place, you're getting 12 points. If you can eliminate a couple of teams, you're going to score big points. It's literally anybody's game right now. And it's super interesting because it's not over. Not at all. And we got a lot more. We're going to leave you right here and we're going to be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I am so excited. We're about to get into game 5. And it's crazy because I just took a second, just like you guys hopefully are looking at the scores at this minute, and you're checking out the teams that you're probably rooting for. Maybe you're a player looking at these stats also. We are a big delay here, by the way, but it's okay because we don't want any stream sniping. With that in mind, we have teams so close to each other, and there's going to be some teams eliminated. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see teams that work so hard possibly get eliminated, but that's how this game works. And I designed it this way because I wanted it to be that type of feeling and that type of moment and that type of scenario where it can be anybody's game, but you got to be on top of your game or you will be eliminated. So we are officially about to get game 5 started for you guys, which is exciting for me. It takes so long to get these players in. It's just something they got to learn and get used to, so we can do this a lot faster for the viewers and for them. Players shouldn't be in these tournaments longer than 3 to 4 hours. I think that's a lot of game time. You want to stretch, you got to eat, you got to live a normal life. So we kind of try to design the games so that they can be done properly, where matches won't go on and on and on to the end of time. So today we get 7 games, and we already got 4. We're going into game 5, and we're gonna see who can stay alive. All right, because this is a survival format. At the end of game 7, we will see who gets eliminated. It'll be a little bit heartbreaking, but it'll be interesting to say the least. I'm super excited. We're about to start these matches. Give you one more chance to check out these leaderboards before we get going.
This is your champion.
Godspeed.
And now, coming to you live from Core Battle Studios, we are officially in the ring, aka on the court, about to go into game number 5, aka number 5, guys, if you don't know what that means. And man, we are super excited. I'm about to give you a little bit of swagger and kind of take it to the next level here. Let's see what these teams are doing. Teams to look out for on the bottom of the barrel: Minty Maniacs, not doing so hot right now. They are literally in 17th place and might get eliminated here. They're dropping super hot with a team right in front of them, and it's gonna get super wild for them right now. And this is the type of insanity you want to see. Also, it's just fun times when you're playing Battle Royale, and they survive taking out one of the other players, and he's about to go pick up a weapon. Minty Maniacs losing a player right off the bat. It looks like Team Brute Force, who's in 2nd place in the battle against Minty Maniacs right now. Minty Maniacs with no weapons, fighting hand-to-hand combat. They might not be making it out of here, guys. A very wild start for them, and that wasn't the best scenario and decision to drop hot. You're on the lower tier, and I get the idea of trying to score big, get a quick kill, some points. Sometimes it's not worth it, and we're gonna see how this plays out. It's 1 versus 2. Well, actually, 1 versus 1. And Minty Maniacs trying to make the best of it. And look at this, they do. Wow, Minty Maniacs somehow, some way turning it up, and it worked out in their favor. I was just discussing that I didn't think it was the best, but somehow they found a way, and they're celebrating, and that's what you want to see, guys. Oh my goodness, the emotes are coming out, and that is the best moment of today's tournament. Joy and laughter, but they're getting third party. The celebrating too soon. Oh no, they get hit really hard, folks, and this is what Battle Royale's all about. They are getting chased by FNG, and FNG taking the shots, licking it good, and right now it's looking like Octane trying to bring the pain and maintain, doing his thing, going for this third party sling, trying to show who is king, taking out Minty Maniacs with a swing. It's going down right here, right now. Minty Maniacs down to their last player. It's their team captain, and maybe he's going to want to rat it out. It's not going to be a lot of points, but they just need to make it into the top 15 to stay alive. A very, very tough situation, and he's getting hunted. One of the problems with getting hunted in this scenario is that if you see a Bloodhound or a Seer, they can easily find you with their wall hacks. Specifically Seer, he changes the game. You can't rat it out. And man, oh man, that was a great start for Minty Maniacs, but they lose two of their players, and it looks like FNG is sitting comfortable right now, getting some extra points, and FNG is in 11th place right now. They're trying to find their way, and they're making their move into this scenario at the moment, and I like what they did here so far overall. So we shall see how it all plays out. And shout out to FNG, putting in some work, getting things done. And now we're gonna go ahead and rotate a little bit and check out R99 South, who had a really good game before this. They're 9th place at this moment. They're fighting the Bros. The Bros at the bottom of the barrel with only 2 points, literally, which is insane. That means they got a long hill to climb, but they just need to get some points. And either you work for placement, highest you can get is 12, but you also want to try and take out some teams, and at least grief teams to down one player and then finish him, score that point. You don't have to finish the teams off. Sometimes if you don't feel confident enough to really push teams, you can do the damage farming style where you get a long range weapon, you grief teams as they fight, and you try to down someone and thirst them. Then you back out of the fight, and you continue doing this throughout the tournament to score some type of points and then also get placement. It's a good strategy, but you have to be very careful of where and how you do it. You've got to rotate properly at all times and have the high ground advantage. So R99 South sitting comfortable, and looks like they're gonna rev alt possibly into a team. And look at this push, amazing, dropping the Seer ultimate. They got all the intel they need, getting sent back. B2B about to try to finish this. Will it work out? And this is one of those moments where maybe your rev alt is not going to work. Maybe it's not good enough. And at the moment, B2B losing one of their players, and it's a 2-on-2. Well, UMP survived it, and now they're basically going to have to pick this fight. Wow, Team Bronze coming in hot with the third party scenario. You gotta love Team Bronze, one of the champions from our qualifiers, coming in, doing some work. Beautiful third party scenario right here. This is what it's all about. Battle Royale at its finest. And this is my personal loadout, an R99 and a Vault. If you see me with R99 and a Vault, I want to go hard and I want to hurt some people to feeling here. That's what it looks like Rods is trying to do here with the player Oshi FPS. And again, we're going to do profiles on players for the championships. Right now, we're focusing on the teams for the majors. And this team right here, already champions from the qualifiers, got a 10-point lead to start this tournament for the majors, and now they're both sitting at 4th place. I'm sorry, Bronze is sitting at 4th place at this very moment. They got an uphill battle to fight to get to first. Need about 20 points to get up there, but it is definitely possible. Still have 3 games, this game and the next 2 games, so super early. We shall see. And talking about we shall see, you guys want to take a quick listen to these guys real quick?
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. I'll drop 2 cells right there if y'all need it.
What do you guys want to do? Because they're fighting right here, so we can easily push this, but it's your guys' call though.
Oh, whatever.
There's a port right there in the.
It's those dipshits with the longbow. I want to shit on them.
They might be in here. They might be in here.
Yeah, those kids royally pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't see them in here.
I'll make them put a tack underneath their toenail and make them kick every wall in the house. Yeah, I'm demented, dog. Who the hell thinks of that?
Quick listening to Bronze Dive as they prepare for their fight.
Because you're a sexy man.
Exactly, bro.
On God, on God. My man.
Hey, right here. Someone's close.
Alright. Where?
Yeah, right there.
Ping.
This is the team I was talking about, by the way.
Not close. Yo, I beamed his shit, 91.
Alright. I'm gonna throw my ult if you guys want to move up. I have
Yo,
that right
Oshi, you're by yourself at the moment.
I'm waiting for you guys.
I got high ground.
We can maybe fight that. Oh shit, they already got it. No, yeah, we might as well take 1st floor in this. Let's take 1st floor. Pad right here.
That's better.
Pad right here, Shine. Pad right here, Shine. I'm gonna wait for cautious so he doesn't get dumped on. Huge.
Can you miss me? They gotta kiss me.
Yeah. I'm watching. I got my fucking queue out, so. Yeah, they're. You got no. Turn around. Shine. Turn around. You got a team over here. I can ult this. So. One dropped 1st floor. Damn near broke 2. Alright, we gotta worry about this team inside. Watch him pull up.
Left one.
Nice. Dead. Last one. Hold on, Shine. Hold on. I got both of them on me.
no shot, bro. Like,
And that right there was bronze, but they get third party. They pushed a third party fight. One of the teams backed out, and then they ended up getting third party themselves. So good stuff by Team UMP to take that fight and win it all. And now they get to take all the loot also. One of the main things about fighting, what people don't realize, is you're upgrading your armor, right, from the damage you put out, and then you're getting free loot, and you don't have to run around the whole map to pick anything up. So it's a very simple way to farm for damage and loot. It's the best way. And if you're a top player, you know when and how to do this. And in that scenario, UMP almost got pushed for the third party. They came back and rotated into the two teams fighting, and they got both teams stuff. Sometimes it's necessary to back off, reset, and get yourself prepped. And that's exactly what they did. So big time respect to UMP. And speaking of that, look at this. Catalyst in a big fight right now against UMP. They're about to push this fight in a second here. Catalyst down a player. Trying to stay alive. Staying alive. It's a lot easier said than done, guys. And we really love seeing these teams compete. Catalyst always performing very well. But today, I don't know. They're in the 16th place with a chance to be eliminated. They're gonna go ahead and rotate out of there, which was a smart move, guys. You don't always want to take the fight. Gonna go ahead and rotate around and check on this team right now. 6 crutches, as usual, cleaning it up. VIB. We're gonna go and take a listen in to these guys.
¿Escanea cuántos hay abajo? ¿Hay abajo gente?
Tengo ulti, está mi ulti, ¿ya los viste?
Ok, les bajo por un lado, ustedes por otro.
Ok.
100 a la grid, 100 a la grid. Buena. Salgo para la izquierda. Roto, muerto. Bueno.
Wow, this is cool, right? We got a different language. I wish we had a Japanese team also, but I guess these guys are Spanish. It's my first time hearing their comms. Let's go ahead and listen into the Spanish comms. Anybody that knows Spanish, translate this in the chat for us, all right? Thank you.
A la frente de nosotros.
Okay,
Tripari, tripari. Mira acá.
¿Roto? Uy, no, le pegué bien poquito. Lo bajaron, güey, se lo bajaron. Ahí está el Chapi, mira.
Roto, 10 de vida, 10 de vida ese Chapi. Aguas otro.
Buena.
Otro equipo completo,
Padrino. Arriba, güey, el Gibby. Gibby casi cracket. Me craquea también a mí. Me va a curar,
Aguas.
Toca que vayamos avanzando hacia acá. Vayamos avanzando hacia allá, perros.
¿Qué? Agarrar ese head glitch estaría bien, güey.
Es que esta gente de acá va a venir, güey.
Sí. Hay que agarrarlo de una vez esa parte, güey.
Por acá venir gente, sí o sí, güey.
Sí, güey.
Me preocupa son los de al frente más. ¿Siguen acá? Sí, siguen acá.
Sí, siguen ahí, güey. Cuidado.
¿Cuántas bats tienen? Conmigo.
Traten de agarrar altura porque le van a pushar por atrás. Tengan pendiente de eso siempre.
Conmigo.
Puse ulti. Si vienen, los vas a ver. Estos manes están avanzando por aquí. Hay uno acá atrás todavía.
Craquea uno
de los
acá.
de atrás, güey. Craquea uno de los de atrás. Ellos me pegaron 15.
Ese Caustic está nada. Una
Maté
granada.
uno de los de atrás, güey. Maté uno de
¿Al
los de
Caustic?
atrás.
Se mueren
No,
personas,
al
se
Octane,
mueren
güey.
personas, se
Al
mueren
otro también lo
personas.
dejé cracket, güey.
Me están pushando
No,
atrás,
no,
güey.
no,
Se
no
mueren
abandones esa
personas,
silla,
güey.
Estos güeyes van a querer avanzar, güey.
Me va a chingar esa
uno.
ulti, güey.
Cuidado, cuidado.
Están acá arriba,
Cuidado. Aquí enfrente. 150, Adrián. Atrás. Casi cracket, güey. Cracket del gordo. Buena. Swipe.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Spanish edition of Core Battle League's Apex Legends Tournament Series. Wow, that was interesting, right? For those that don't know Spanish, guess what? One thing that we just learned is that even though you might not know a language, the call-outs are the same. Cracked. Push, gibby. You heard it here first, all right? And I'm a Latino myself. I knew exactly what they were saying. They were just basically simple call-outs. A cracked gibby. They're pushing me. Back off. You know, just simple call-outs. But of course, if you don't know Spanish, you don't know what they're saying. Hopefully we can get a team tomorrow that speaks Japanese in our listen-ins, and we can have them on here. You know, my Japanese fans really love what I do here, and I appreciate you guys so much. You're the best. And right now, we're looking at DIB destroy the lobby and win the game. It's amazing. I love it right there. That was super hyped. They are just so good, man. They are just so good. And that right there, my friends, was game number 5. We're going into game 6 in just a second. But show some respect for the Latin callouts. All Latin team. I did not know that they were Latin. I actually thought they were Asian. I confused who they were until that very moment. And those are called life lessons, folks. But as we saw, these guys really clean up very well. That was a great performance by them. I got to give them credit on that. And of course, we got to see the winning team for a couple minutes there look really, really solid. And guys, that was game 5. We still have 2 more games. And I'm gonna break it down shortly. It's not gonna take too long, but basically the simple setup, the way it all works is not too complicated. Highest teams survive and they can play again next week. Teams at the bottom of the bracket will be eliminated. There's no other way around it. So right now, DIB deciding to climb up the charts and score some big points and get themselves back up. Who knows? Can they make it into the top 5? I can't say yes. I can't say no. Still too early to call. You know, we got a lot of games left. 2 more games. And it's a nightcap for us. And so far, so good by all of the teams. Hey, we just keep giving y'all nothing but the best. You know, and I'm really impressed by that last game from DIB. You know, they were a little lower, not in the top 5. They were in the bottom brackets. And I think that game might take them up just enough to get them some points for this next game. So super interesting, very exciting for them. And I just want to invite everybody to come on board, man. Head over to our Discord. This tournaments for this majors are still going to be happening all month, but I have not yet to announce, and you want to come to the Discord for it. We're going to restart our arenas tournaments. We started a tournament series for arenas, but we did not continue because there were some errors in the servers for arenas. I do believe they're fixed. We haven't done a test officially. We're going to do one this week. And I'm going to make announcement the moment I know if arenas is ready, because we want to continue that series. It was actually very exciting to see team versus teams and just, you know, the pride and ego, the competitive nature really taking over. So I really loved it, and I hope, you know, we get that type of same feel again.
Official Magamer says, let's
That in
go,
mind,
guys.
you know, we're right around the corner from getting the ball rolling for those. So please hit us up on the Discord. Get prepared. We are literally about to get started, and man, that was some good stuff. We had a good time, and we've enjoyed these listenings, and I can't wait for the championships, because it's going to get a little more personal and a little more serious when it comes to showcasing the teams. Something I want to do, and I think it's important to highlight you guys. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. It's been a blast, and we are about to continue this blast very shortly. So go ahead and check us out, man. We're gonna go and bring you to the leaderboards as we continue. For those that don't know, now you know. All right, folks, 6 Crutches are still on top. They're really starting to take off, and it's looking real good. So you gotta love that, performances like that. Right below them at second place, DIB coming in flaming. So I love it. I love it. I love it. In the chat, they said they won en Español. Yes, let's talk it. Let's just give DIB a little bit of Latin for the moment. Gracias para hacer algo bien bueno y ganar ese equipo. Tú hiciste mucha cosa tremendo. Yo quiero que siguen para adelante para los latinos. And I just said a lot of stuff, but I said congratulations, thank you, to continue to perform the way you have. We're very excited, and we're ready to go. I am ready to go and start this next match, and we are going right now. It is looking real good. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out the scores. We are literally going into game 6, which is crazy to me, but it's happening, folks. So good luck to all these teams. As you can see, the bracket, the leaderboards has shifted over and over. Brute Force was at the top for the first 3 games. They dropped down. Now 6 is up there, but DIB is right behind them. It is getting crazy. It's getting real. This is the moment of truth. This is where you get to see what your team is or isn't made of. All right. The guys at the bottom of the barrel, it's okay. All right. We just want great performances. That's all that we care about. And, you know, come out here on your last 2 games, if you're on the bottom, whether your team Bros, Viper, Minty Maniacs, B2B, or the Riders, all you gotta do is go wild right now. Get some points. You know, I was seeing somebody in the chat discuss griefing and trying to say that that's not okay. This is the game, okay, guys? There's no holds bars in Apex Legends. This is war. Whether I grief you when we land, whether I grief you as you do a third party fight, I'll be the fourth party. It happens. It's a part of the game. As long as nobody cheats, nobody gets banned. But that is not cheating, and that is a part of the system. Of course, you know, some people like things more organized in a certain format. But again, this is Battle Royale, and this is anybody's game, and only the best will survive. This is survival, and this format is survival as well. For those that don't know the format, I'm going to take a quick second just to show you how it all works. We're doing the highest points for the leaderboards, making it up to the top. And at the moment, you saw all the leaderboards, you saw who was up there. But first, second, third, fourth, fifth points for placement, you need those. But also elimination points. You're going to score 1 or 2 points each time. So never give up on that. It's still super early also. It's anybody's game. I'm excited. Here we come into game 6 right now. It's just literally only 2 games left. And we're going to take another look at Minty Maniacs. At the bottom of the barrel, they are literally thirsty. They decide to go to the #1 spot for thirsty. If you're thirsty and you need some water, come on over to Fragment, whether east or west. I prefer east, but west could really have some fun too. But this is gonna be where it's all at, guys. We're gonna see how they perform right now. And they actually decided to go to the new POI. So super cool. This is fun, interesting, and there is a team with them. Oh, I lied. Yep, there's one team on the opposite side, so they're going to be in a situation very shortly. And this is what they want. And of course, you're not supposed to play Apex in third person. This is a first person game, but I just want to showcase it a little bit so we can see some animations and see some of these characters as they move. And this is Lifeline looking really sharp. They are going to get into some fights shortly, so be very, very careful. Look at this. They got a Revenant, and this is the team captain for Minty Maniacs, and he will have to step it up right now. And I would actually be very aggressive, trying to third party everybody I can. That's a good decision, but also playing a little bit for placement. Placement, sometimes what people don't realize is playing for placement doesn't mean just hiding out. Playing for placement means you're getting the best position, and you can grief everybody that comes next to you and force them away from you and be the dominant team. You know, I don't know if you guys ever watched combat sports, whether it's boxing or MMA in any way. The main thing a lot of fighters do in the first round specifically is control the area. If it's a ring, if it's an octagon, whatever you want to call it, they control the area and they pretty much intimidate the opposite team or opposite player or person, and they stay in control of it. They dominate, and that's something that's critical in Apex as well. Because in Apex, you're holding a high ground and you're griefing these teams that are wanting to push you, and they will think twice when they see you put in 120 damage on them. They're like, oh no, he's good, I gotta back off. So easier said than done, but it's very important. And it looks like Phoenix is the team next door. They are in 14th place, barely getting in. We're gonna see how this works out for them. And at the moment, Phoenix trying to get some action going. I like what I'm seeing from them. They have a high ground right here and they're wanting to hold it. They're gonna push Minty Maniacs back for a while now. This is the question. Will Minty Maniacs push them, or will they push Minty Maniacs? You don't want to push a team if you don't have an advantage. Just trying to get in on a push is not good enough. You have to have reason for this. You have to be on target. And at this moment, Phoenix is doing a good job suppressing. This is exactly what I was talking about. Asserting your dominance, keeping a team away, pushing them back and holding them off is just as good as taking a team out. Now they're deciding to push this, and that's not okay if you don't have the right positioning or right overall advantage in that situation. If you're giving an even playing field for both teams, then you've lost the fight. You can't give up your positioning. This is just as critical as everything else. So right now, Phoenix deciding to rotate back, hold off, which is a smart move in my opinion. And again, these teams are playing very strategic and trying to be smart about how they move about in this scenario. And we're gonna watch both these two teams for the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and split the screen for you guys so you can be able to see multiple views while we're looking at the leaderboards at the same time. And right now, both teams are not taking the fight, and it looks like actually Minty Maniacs are gonna go ahead and rotate. I like what I'm seeing by Phoenix here. They decide, let's take it easy and figure out where everybody is and see what's best for us instead of trying to force the scenario. And speaking of force the scenario, we're gonna have to rotate around, check on teams in the area and how they're gonna play this. Oh my goodness, the bros are getting hit by 6 crutches. 6 crutches are just too good. Taking 6 bros and pretty much hunting them down at this very moment and cleaning it all up. Wow. And they are the kill leaders at this time right now, but they are going to get pushed by Rampage, a team we haven't talked much about. You gotta love Rampage. These teams are certified. They have been so good for us in our tournaments. I always respect all these teams that come in and make a name for themselves. It's not easy. There's so many teams out there trying to do the same thing, and Rampage right now fighting off 6 crutches. Can they survive it? And oh my goodness, it is madness. The Koski just getting in on this action, looking like they want to third party this, see if they can finish it. That is the question. And Akoski chasing down Rampage. I spoke with Rampage team captain earlier last week when the new Rampage weapon came out. I asked him about it, and he said, I was so excited. They named the gun after my team. And I was like, hey, you never know, you know. We must love you guys. Go ahead and win this championship for us, and let's see what you could do. And right now, Koski just so good, guys. Just so good. And we also haven't spoke of Akoski as much as we should. They have been circling the block, let's say, at number 6 at the moment. So they're right there at the top 5. And that's important. Again, remember, top 5 teams can possibly have a bye week and not have to play. If teams are below the top 5, they will have to play 3 times in the next 2 weeks. Right now, Akoski doing some work, trying to go at team 6 crutches. 6 crutches figuring it out at the moment, healing up, trying to get their situation together, and Akoski just pushing them back, staying in control. Perfectly played, smart. They're very confident. As you can see, they're crafting and healing up. They feel really good about their positioning. And like I spoke about earlier, being able to push a team back is critical because it basically gives you time to do what you feel. And they're pretty much doing whatever they feel at the moment. While 6 crutches are chasing down an opposite team, they got pushed away by Akoski, but they are doing some work on this side of the world. As Rampage tries to survive the scenario, Octane's just bouncing around, baby. That was some beautiful bunny hop in there. so many teams in this area, some great teams. And Rampage just trying to survive, and man, tough situation to be in with multiple teams in your area and you're all alone.
Optics here. Close range.
UMP right next door to Six Crutches, and they're about to go head to head. These teams have fought for 3 months straight in our qualifiers, back to back, consistently being on the top of the leaderboards and performing very well. Very aggressive teams, and now they have to face off for this moment. At the moment, UMP does not have the advantage. Six Crutches above them and just holding this spot. So now UMP got to regroup. Looks like they are cleaning it up a bit here. Great stuff by UMP right there. Let's see, they're trying to survive. Talk about a third party. Team Bronx coming in right now for the third party push. Let's listen into those guys.
Sorry, Fusion killed me.
You gotta get inside. We gotta get inside.
Get on.
I'm in now.
Can you get in here?
Yeah, I'm in. Okay. Down Gibby and Cross as well.
There's bats in here, by the way.
There's a down
Here,
Gibby still
here.
outside.
Here.
Shield battery here.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
I got you. Just get inside.
She's the last one.
Alright, I'm gonna get him. Oh, that just sold. Fucking dropped my gun.
I haven't got pad yet. I'm waiting with you guys though. There's still a down Gibby somewhere too.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get
I
that
have
close. You know what I
Fusion
mean?
down too.
They got him up, by the way. Behind me. Alright, Octane on me. The third side and leave, caution. Third side and leave.
You good? You good?
He grappled on me.
Where?
I'm going up on jump tower.
Alright, that's it. Hey, you gotta get him up. I gotta heal. I'm gonna die here.
Do you have a heat shield?
No, I'm gonna go check real quick. Nope, no heat shields.
I don't care, they're out of here. Fuck them. I had to knock Fusion's ass twice just to get him out the fucking game.
I'm just taking jump and going. I hope you know. I think he got the Gibby up.
Hey, some quick comms there from Bronze Dive Trail. I feel like they're super calm and relaxed. I like it for the most part. These comms, when you hear them and you know that they're very calm and relaxed, this is top players aren't always exaggerated, you know. They have to make the right calls. They have to play smart and use their brains more than all of that excitement and jittery feeling. You'll be surprised on how much better you play when you're calm, relaxed, and focused, rather than excited, too alert, you know. So my recommendation, always keep you poised, just play it smart. Right now they're about to push against Minty Maniacs, who already are in some trouble here as they take a fight, and they're about to get third partied, and without even knowing it, as they tried to take out Akatsuki. Could get very interesting shortly here. NT Maniacs down to one player. Can he survive? Get the job done. Team captain cleaning it up a bit. Good shots, and there it is, cleaned up. But man, oh man, they get hit from behind right away by Team Bronze. Trying to get in the thick of it. There's multiple teams in here. Koski, Bronze, Minty Maniacs. Man, it is very, very real right now for these teams. And Bronze doing a good job trying to clean this whole thing up. Getting as much loot as they can in the process. So far, so good by these team right now. Still 10 teams left. Fourth round with a minute and 20 seconds. This is what you want to see. I love this loadout here. Oshi FPS is my type of player here. R99 in a vault. I use the vault for medium to long range. And then the R99 for medium to short range. My setup. When I say long range, I mean not so long, but close enough. And great stuff right here by Team Bronze. Scoring big, guys. They're going to get right back up on the leaderboards here. With the amount of kills that they have gotten in this game, these guys are literally beast mode. It's the best way I can describe it. Man, oh man, Bronze just is too strong. Might get a 20 bomb on us, guys. They're very close with 13 kills right now, and there's still 9 teams left. Dropping his Seer ultimate. Oshi FPS, just incredible performance at all times. He is the man, and you gotta love it right now. And they found a way to get their teammate back up, which is really incredible stuff. At the moment, Akatsuki's just trying to survive this scenario. There's 3 teams right here in this area. Minty Maniacs, DIB, and Akatsuki, all in this very, very small space. So super interesting. Of course, DIB performing very well on that last game, and now they get a chance to redeem themselves. Like they're gonna try to push this fight. Good grenades coming in right now. Koski just trying to survive. Players only. VIB's having the advantage and cleaning it up really nicely right there. They are getting third parties, as we know. So many teams in this area. It's round 5. Team Bronze trying to get this win. I feel like they are hot on this game right now. They're so hot. Look at this. FNG in the building, folks. Can they do it? Is the question. We shall see. FNG, a great team, and they are in 8th place at this moment before this game. So game 6, they can get themselves right back up there if they can find a way to score big here. They've been doing good on placements, but let's see if they can get a big game right now. Team Bronze down a player, and they're getting pushed at this moment. Going down right now. Great escape right there. I'm gonna call Gibby. Octane the escape king, man. He just finds a way to escape. I love playing him when I want to run around like a madman. Just incredible stuff. Man, Seer and Octane together, interesting. So much going on. Team Bronze down to one player left. They're getting hit with Seers left and right. That tactical from Seer right now, when it gets nerfed, we're gonna see how low does it go. It's still gonna make Seer viable because his passive is good enough for me, and his ultimate, of course, is ridiculous. So depending on how Respawn reacts, they're very smart about not nerfing someone to the ground fully, but they always try to do it enough where the community says, okay. So you've seen Horizon go from like overpowered, broken to, oh, she's not that great anymore. And then all of a sudden now she's back to a better form. So we'll see how Seer plays in the near future. Speaking of Seers, only 4 teams. We're looking at B2B trying to get this win. Looking at Bronze Trail, then DIB down a player, but they're trying to survive. Think they're gonna get this Rezal if the ring doesn't kill them. Look at this, they get third party. Can they survive it? And they do. Wow, good shots raining off. DIB just trying to survive this scenario, and good stuff so far. They might have this game, folks. At the way it's looking, everybody's missing a player except DIB. The only issue with this is that sometimes you end up being the focus. So far so good. We're in game 6. Incredible performance by DIB. Once again, they had a great game right before this, and they're going to come back and try to make some more noise here at the finish as one of the very few teams that has a full deck. And right now they're going to be utilizing that and cleaning up with some laser shots to R301 in the vault. Another great combination. And there it is. They wipe out one of the last teams. And this right here is a guaranteed DIB win. And again, showcasing that they are the real deal. It is amazing what they just did. And man, we are just getting warmed up. Not really. We're about to finish it with one more game, and then we'll see who is truly the best for today. And we'll talk about how it all works in a second. But I just want to thank you and welcome you to what we have here in store for you. It's peace and love and greatness at its finest. Nothing better than Apex Legends tournaments, and man, I'm honored and privileged to bring it to you, the community. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed it. We are rolling and strolling. We're about to go into game 7. That's it. This is it, guys. If you've stayed this long, congratulations. We've hit over 1,000 viewers watching this live from social media, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. I mean, we're literally live on every platform that there exists. Basically, almost every platform that exists, from places in the UK to Japan, Japanese mobile streaming services, all the way down. We care about reaching everyone, and it means a lot to us that you've come out. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Of course, we would want you all on Twitch, Mad Gamer INC, but I understand everybody has their platforms, and I cater to all of you just because this is for the love. This is for the support. This is for the growth of us as people, players, and all of that. As everybody knows, I connect real life to games. Every time you come to my streams, we're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about games. We talk about it all here, and we present you court battle leagues. Esports from the favorite games that I love are the only games that I pretty much cast. I cannot cast a game that I don't care about dearly. So that's why we're here with Apex. It is the best FPS out right now. We're going to find out about Battlefield 2042. I'll be honest with you guys. I feel like that's going to be the one this year. But, you know, Apex is 2 years old, and they're still great, competing against other games that are out there that can't compete with this type of amazing fun time. So anyway, with all that in mind, I want you to check out this information so you can know what we got going on and how it's all going to roll out right now. Apex Legends Champions Legacy Tournament Series is in the majors, and we have a lot to break down when it comes to this format. In some quick details, I'm going to expand on how it all works. We are getting 40 teams all playing to try to make it into the championship rounds. These teams will be playing what we call survival format. All of these teams will be placed in a 7-game series where the highest scores will advance. And the way you're going to score is pretty simple. Placement will get you your points and, of course, eliminations. For first place, you will get 12 points. Second place, you will get 9. Third place will get 7 points. Fourth place will get 5 points. Fifth place will get 4 points. As you can see, the score is there. For eliminations, it's 1 point per elimination. The format is pretty simple. Each day there will be 7 games played with the 20 teams. If the team with the lowest numbers will be eliminated, we have to take into account the top 15 will survive another day. There are 4 days in the majors, so everybody will have to play each other at some point. Top teams will end up playing against top teams as we go forward. The lower brackets will play against the lower brackets until we are left with only 20 teams. To put it simple, play and place high with as much points as you can, or you will be eliminated. It's a survival format, and we thought it was fitting for the majors where it's, excuse me, we cut that all off, guys. I think y'all know what the setting is. Y'all know what the format is. It's easy. Score a lot of points through placement and eliminations. We ain't got nothing to talk about here, guys. We're gonna play this game. We're gonna get some good laughs, get some good joy, get some excitement going. It's gonna be incredible. We hope you enjoy it. I'm already thrilled at what's happening here. We wanted to show the scoreboards because, you know, it's going down right now, guys. If you don't know, now you know. We're gonna refresh this to give you a flash. Bang, boogie. You're looking at 6 crutches, #1 spot. They have a chance to advance to the championships. We won't know that until tomorrow's performances to see who's on top of the leaderboards, and then we have them go at it on Saturday, on next week, I'm sorry, and they'll be able to, one of the teams, take a bye week. So pretty much there's 4 days to the majors, and all of these teams, if they can be on the top 5, they will advance without having to play on the 4th day. If not, you're going to play today and once next week, or 2 times next week, to get into the majors. We're going to keep eliminating 5 teams from the bracket, and we'll keep rolling from there. So at this very moment, we have some really great teams performing very well. 6 crutches, GIB, K Media, Brutal Force. All of these points matter, guys. Bronze, Dive Trail, just incredible performance by all of these guys. Right below them, UMP, FNG, Raven Delta, R99 South, Raven Rebirth, Rampage, and so much more, man. It's an interesting time here, and we got a lot in store for you guys. And man, it is just the beginning. We're looking really good. And I want to see what's next for these teams who are all trying to get in it to win it. And we'll see how it all works out for these guys. Super early, of course, so you know, you never know. You never know.
Go this way.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's about to go down right now. We're going into game 7. This is the last game, the final game of the day. This is going to decide who is truly the best of the best for today. This is the scary part, is you bite your nails, you watch tomorrow, and you hope that they don't score more than you also, because all of these scores basically total up. And if you want to be the top team and not have to play an extra tournament, you want to score as high as you can in this game right here. Now, if you're in the bottom of the bracket, you don't want to get eliminated, so you also want to score high points. So it's pretty much a wild game that we might just get, and super interesting to say the least. I'm super excited. I'd like to thank everybody for watching and coming by and supporting the cause. You know, this is all independent. This project that I do with esports is really something I started off doing charity events for esports and kind of building off of that. Always did community workshops my whole life since I was 17 years old, doing community workshops with music and different things when I was young. And then, you know, gaming took over about 5-6 years ago, and now we're officially, you know, using gaming to bring communities together, positive, healthy, amazing stuff. And we have a great Apex community here at Core Battle Leagues. Hit us up, join us. We don't allow any type of negativity, any disrespect, and I'm humbled that I don't have much to worry about. There's not a lot of that in our community. We have solid people, and everybody comes in assertive, and whenever there is an issue, we clear it up without hesitation. And we basically ban full teams, full groups. If you're associated with a cheater or with somebody who's toxic, you will be banned. That's how we work. And it's scary, because then that makes everybody in the community have accountability for each other. And we've been looking out for each other. We just started this literally 3 months ago, and we're in the majors now after months of qualifiers, game after game, and now we're here. So I just wanted to take a moment at the start of game 7 and say thank you to everybody. This is just getting started, guys. We're literally 3 months old when it comes to the Apex side of Core Battle League. I put aside all of my other ventures, all my other events and tournaments and different things I do just for this. So I'm giving my heart, my soul, my time, my energy, my money, everything to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy watching, and for the players, I appreciate you playing, and I know you guys are just showcasing greatness at its finest. So yes, let's get it. And that's the speech for the day. No more. Let's move on over and check on some of these teams here as they try to survive this fight here. It looks like DIB battling against Raven Delta, and they're about to get into it very thick right now. And Team Delta has a Wattson. Anytime I see a Wattson, guys, I'll tell you the truth. You know what I see? I see a winner. And I know that's weird because she don't get picked a lot, but she's just a winner. You know, you play her to win. You do not play Wattson trying to fool around. You play her when you want to win. You play her when it's seriously team comp focused winning. And that's why I love her. Even though she's probably not the most picked legend, I definitely didn't play a lot of her, but I love her for that. And just great stuff. And let's just take a quick look. R99 South sneaking in, trying to get in on some action here. we'll see what they can do. You know, this team is amazing. They're incredible. And they brought in Ronnie. We're looking at Ronnie right now. This guy right here is a flame thrower. Amazing player. And man, oh man, good to have him in these tournaments right now. You know, he created his own team for a game before, and we thought that was going to work out. They almost had it. It was an amazing team. They did not get through, and now Ronnie's a sub for his original team, and we'll see what happens with these guys as they go forward. It's still very early, and there's still a lot of games to play, guys. Do not sleep. And let's see how it works out, because again, it's anybody's game, folks.
Build this quadrant out here.
Let's take a listen to R99.
Yep.
Yeah,
Somebody's
I'm just
over there.
checking here.
Did someone join our lobby?
Someone joined VC.
Huh? Nothing.
Ronnie, where was that 4 to 8?
Okay.
Oh, okay. We got Watson up though.
Yep. Nothing here.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone on the heartbeat at all.
Okay, we got no one on Heartbeat. Let's just rotate round here.
Yeah. Yep. Hold tight.
Probably. Ronnie said we could go behind Trials. What do you think?
Yeah, we don't mind.
Yeah,
fine.
let's go that way.
Let's just keep looking out, and then we gotta scan whenever we need to, like west side.
Yeah,
south
you
side.
got Heartbeat, so just
Yeah.
let me know when you want to scan.
Yep. Nope. We're fine.
I got Alt Excel when we need.
Okay. Nobody. Let's play up here real quick.
Let's
You have
play
a
up
sniper
here.
still, right?
Let's go.
I have a sniper, but I only have a 1x on it.
Okay. I don't have any sights. Well, everything's kind of bare right now.
Barrel stabilizer here.
Looks like there was a bounce pad here. People were
Jump
here.
pad over there.
More than 90 seconds ago.
Okay. You want to get up on there? We can.
Yeah. Ronnie, let's
Okay,
get up
take-
height.
Yeah, let's go take height. Checking heartbeat. Nobody.
No one on Heartbeat. Man, I
Oh,
just have to
people
fucking
underneath.
play it.
People underneath. They're on height. They're on height.
Enemy here. Enemy
Yep. Hey, we don't have to take this. No, no, they know. They know. They know.
And we're cracked on one.
Yep. Fuck it.
Broken.
Cracked. Yeah, good shit.
No.
Take over height. Just get up here. We're not gonna get hit.
I'm good here.
Okay, let this finish. Okay, like,
They're running.
yeah. Good feeling. I don't think we have ultimates, we could be flying higher.
This way. Dragon is spotted over there.
People down west side.
Enemy spotted.
A quick listen in to R99 South. These guys have performed extremely well. They're amazing. And right now, they took over this height, but they have a team under them and another team pushing around. And this is a rotation area, so you can catch teams from both sides, but they can catch you as well. Could be a great spot to end the game. It looks like where the map is going to be closing off in. If they can keep this, then they would do a good job. If they had a caustic, it would be a lot better for this scenario. Right now, this is a defensive focused finish, and they're playing to win this game here. They can grief a lot of teams, but the problem is if you look around and you check their loadouts, Flatline isn't exactly a long range master. R301 also, these are guns that you can get some shots in, but you're not going to beam someone down in one quick shot. So it's a little more difficult for super long range. As you can see right now, they're trying to grief a team out across the way. on this roof. Easier said than done, guys, and especially with these guns. Now you look at Disaster. He has a longbow. This is the weapon to be able to do that with. It has fast rate of fire, and it can really hurt some people when you do it right. So he's sitting comfortable, and he can grief everybody up on that other side. So actually, I really like their composition. I wouldn't want to say this is going to be the meta, but Bloodhound and Seer together is overkill for the wall hacks, but you gotta respect it at this point. So respect to them, and they're just taking their time. They want to hold this high ground, and that can be really good for them. They're going to be able to keep this position for the rest of the game. We'll probably come back to them shortly, but we want to take a look at the action that's happening. It's looking like one and the only DIB trying to clean up Minty Maniacs here and get the job done. So you really like DIB and their aggressiveness, consistently scoring points. It's one thing that they're going to do here. They might overtake the leaderboards. As we know, they've been lurking at the very top there, back and forth with 6 crutches, and now this is their moment. They might have the chance to do something special. We'll see. A lot of people using this amazing ability here to get the ball rolling, and right now DIB on top of their game. So easy to score right here. They literally have the advantage because 6 crutches have been eliminated, so DIB has a chance to actually come back and win it off. While we talk about them, I'm gonna switch it on over, check on Team Bronze. They're battling against FNG, and this is the fight you want to see. 2 great teams going at it. It looks like FNG is down 1 player, and look at this, a third party by K Media trying to get in on this action. And man, you got a lot of situations that they can use and play right now. Shots being rang, and R301 action about to take place. Quick pad to try to get up high ground right now. Really solid stuff. Something like K Media in the thick of it, just chaos at its finest. What Battle Royale is about. You want to get in the thick of it. You want insanity at its finest. That's what we have right now. And it looks like FNG's barely getting out of there with 1 player. K Media doing a good job suppressing. And it's looking like we might get some battles shortly here with DIB pulling up, getting some shots with the brand new buffed Hellstar. This is working out in their favor at the moment, but they're in this caustic trap, and you got to be very careful with that. Super powerful right now. Solid stuff by them. Again, R99 very comfortable, no worries at all. They're swapping shields, they're relaxing. Speaking of relaxing, don't relax too much. It's looking like B2B, oh no, down to their last player. Rampage cleaning up B2B's third-party push there that they couldn't finish. And man, there's a lot of action at the end of this right now from some of these teams, all while the team to beat R99 is relaxing on the God spot. This next ring closing is going to be the determining factor on all that you see here. R99 will have to try to fight people off of this high ground that they've been holding for the last round and a half. And now this is where you get to see how good you are. This is the difference between an amateur team and a pro team. If you're able to keep someone off of your God spot, you are officially goated and you have what it takes. And right now, they are going ahead and trying to fight off a Seer ultimate, keep themselves alive. Getting hit from the back right now. Man, oh man, look at this. DIB saying they want to get the top of the leaderboards, wiping out 1, make that 2 of R99's players, and DIB just powerhousing their way through to this finish here. You're going to be able to keep this and control the game if they do. And R99 just trying to get out of that scenario at this very moment. Last player, their team captain, Covert, trying to survive. And again, that Seer passive is so good. There's nowhere to hide when he's around. There's nowhere to hide. And that changes the game. That means you can't just try to be sneaky. You have to play movement and getting away, repositioning, relocating, you know, or taking the fight. And that's what I like about Seer's passive. And I don't want it to get nerfed. I think maybe a little nerfed, but I really don't want it to get nerfed because I feel like it's changing the game for us, what we're used to, making you uncomfortable, making you have to change how you play. And it's super interesting. And right now, R99 lost their high ground, but guess who has it? DIB. And DIB doing a good job, as you can see right now, cleaning it up, getting the job done. 10 teams left, 4 rounds about to start closing in 30 seconds and less. And they have the God spot for the moment. This is going to be a great thing if they can hold back a team from pushing them. And they're going to go for the kill, score some extra points right on top of him. Look at this. Beautiful shots. Oh my goodness. That was incredible. DIB just so good, guys. So good. You can see they're about to get pushed by Team Bronze. Bronze trying to get in on the action and trying to figure out what's happening. Using their Seer's tactical. Bronze doing a good job here, cleaning up shop as much as possible. FNG's right next door in the battle as well, trying to third party this. Everybody's in on this action, guys. It's going crazy as best as could be. Perfectly done. Amazing stuff right now. R301 action is really great. And using the Gibby's defensive bombardment and the bubble to try to survive. Look like these teams are going to start rotating, trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Gibby's just trying to survive. And yes, he does. They thirst him. 8 teams down now. Looking really solid. Great stuff here. We're going to get another third party by K Media. It's non-stop third parties going down right now. Shots ringing off, but K Media trying to stay alive and stay in this situation. Can they do it is the question. And watch this Caustic get to work, throwing his chaps far and wide and really making him uncomfortable. Right now, once he can readjust, he might be able to take them out of position. And he does. They have to use their tactical Gibby Dome, and at the moment Caustic doing a perfect job here. If he gets taken out, one last player, FNG finishing it and surviving the scenario, but they're down a player after the madness that we just saw. And look at this action from DIB coming up and cleaning up shop as well. Guys, this is non-stop finishing game 7. Some of the best stuff I've seen in our tournaments, just non-stop action. Seer is so ridiculous, changing this game forever. I cannot even begin to tell you. There's only 4 teams left in a 60-second span. It went from 10 teams to 4. And man, oh man, Team Alpha coming in hot. DIB not trying to stop. FNG keeping it locked, and Rampage taking it to the heart. That's what we seeing right now. The finish is about to happen. It's gonna be a great ending here. Not a lot of room to play down below. Above is the answer. If anybody wants to get up there, they are going to be a large and in charge. And at this moment, only one team has the high ground, folks. Everybody's fighting for DIB's spot right now. Everybody below will fight each other and give DIB the most comfortable finish that they had in a long time. We'll see if anybody can make it up there through the zip line. That's the only way to get up there. And this is where things get super challenging for all of these teams. DIB, if they drop, they're giving up God spot for now. And right now, they just want to grief until these teams fight each other. Still 4 teams down below. The only team that's trouble is Rampage. They're holding down a spot. And then you got Team Alpha underneath on the backside as well. So a lot of interesting scenarios, but at the moment, DIB with the best overall spot. And they're going to have to jump off in a second once the ring starts closing here in 30 seconds. So a lot of these teams at the edge of the ring, taking their time, healing up, but it isn't good enough. All right. All these gibbies are going to help them survive all of the drama for a second, but then it kicks off. And now it's about to get started. Team Alpha sitting very comfortable with a Loba, not having to rotate to swap shields or to do anything. I would drop my shield, pick up any shield in the area, and pretty much continue to stay in that center spot as much as possible while other teams try to rotate on each other. Alpha is looking real good, and DIB. The 2 teams to watch, Alpha and DIB, for the finish. Of course, FNG has only 2 players. They're on the edge, and they're going to have to rotate in. It's going to be trouble. Then, of course, Rampage is underneath. Once they open that door, 2 teams has line of sight on them, and they're going to have to take this fight. And, of course, the ring will start closing on them. Right above them, DIB will be dropping on them as well. So super interesting as we watch the scenario right now start to unfold. Teams are dropping their ultimates. It's a Gibby defensive bombardment. Right now, everybody's laying it in. As you can see, DIB jumping down as well, trying to get in on the action. Down a player. They're going to try to revive him. Shots are raining, and look at this, getting surprised from up top. Rampage getting some shots in on DIB. There it is right here. Only 3 teams left. Rampage, Alpha, and DIB. And Rampage about to get wiped out. It's looking really crazy. 1 player on each team. Folks, this is it. Oh my goodness. Perfect ending to the match. And you talk about greatness, and we just got it. Amazing stuff right there. Team Rampage coming out of nowhere and winning big. Talk about a finish. I did not think that was gonna happen, but man, oh man, they were in 12th place before this game. The scores are gonna be updated in just a minute, but before that, let's take a quick look into that finish there. As we saw, DIB had to jump off of their high ground, and they got hurt, and that's what caused them the win, because once you drop down from your God spot, you're in vulnerable position, and they were getting hit from both sides. Rampage was hitting them from above, and it was just a tough scenario for DIB. Rampage really taking control of this in this scenario, doing the right thing and putting in the work necessary. And man, oh man, love what you saw right there.
Bridge 43 over 5253 says.
It's a nail biter at finish right here. DIB was going down. They were pretty much finished. Not being able to make it. 2 players left, but they were hurt real bad. It couldn't heal. And then Rampage fully decked out with their 3 players. Came in hot, trying to figure it out. It was just a wild, amazing ending, to say the least. DIB couldn't make it. And Alpha also getting taken out. And there, Team Rampage coming through, putting in work, and getting it done. Man, oh man, Game 7 was exciting. That was some wild, consistent games that we had. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the players for playing. Woo! 7 games. We did it in under 4 hours. It's perfect. This is exactly what we need for these tournaments. We're very excited. We're going to end it in 4 hours, all right? So we only got 15 minutes Gonna give you the final scores in a second, and then we're gonna talk about tomorrow, just so everybody understands what is going on in these tournaments and how it all works. We have 40 teams all battling right now to make it into the championship rounds. These 40 teams are made out of the champions who won qualifiers and automatically entered into the majors. And then the contenders are the teams with the highest amount of points in games that they performed, teams that played consistently and scored, accumulated tons of points throughout all of their matches, teams we felt were the best of the best, all got invited into this event for the majors. Only them got invited, and then we put the 40 teams up against each other. Today we get what you saw was the first day of the majors, and I'll showcase the calendar to help you guys understand how it all works. Today's the 14th on Saturday, and we had 20 teams battling it out. Only 15 of them will survive to play another day. Tomorrow, at the same time of the start of this event, we will have the second 20 teams battling in the same format, and 5 of those teams will also be eliminated. After that is finished, we're going to next Saturday, which is the 21st. On the 21st, that's when we see the 2 top teams, the top 10 from both, compete. That bracket on the 21st, the top 20 will end up getting 5 players automatically into the championships, whoever places highest out of those games. Then Sunday will be the bottom bracket of the final teams playing to try to make it into the majors. That is the format and setup. So every week 5 teams get eliminated, and next week we'll have 1 team take a bye week on next Sunday if they are the top 5 teams, if that makes any sense. So that's pretty much the format and setup so far. All right, it's pretty basic. It was incredible performance. And I really love what I saw by everybody. And we're about to get into the leaderboards and talk about what we just saw today. They're still being updated. So if you're looking at them and you're a player, do not go by what you see until it's finalized. And the only way it's finalized is from See the One You Envy. She is our scoreboard leader. And man, it was an incredible finish, to say the least. It was a fun time watching everybody compete. So game 7 just finished, and man, oh man, it was incredible. So if you want to get involved, we have other tournaments we're signing. We're going to start announcing other tournaments that we have set up. There's a lot of stuff I got planned. I just been dealing with a reset on these events because the original plan we had, I don't want to talk about it too much. We had to change some of the major aspects. So all of the graphics and everything I made, I had to redo because of some negotiation things. So we're going to reset these majors, get it going, get the new arena tournaments that we've had started up again. Also get the new tournament series for the community also. So there's going to be multiple series going on. Going to do everything a little different. We got to get a reset and build a team. So if you're willing to play, come on aboard. Hit me up. You want to be a part of this movement? You're welcome here. All right, we're just waiting for Envy to give us these final scores. And then we will gladly discuss the scores. All right, so let's take a quick look as she has done it. See the One You Envy is my leaderboard master. So I just want to thank her for taking care and carrying me throughout today's leaderboard score tournament series. So if you take a good look,
when life gives you waffles,
at these scores, DIB is number 1 overall. They have a chance to get into the championships right now. With that score so high, they have a good chance. But so does everybody else here. You see 6 Crutches in second place with 80 and Bronze with 80 as well. Both teams doing a good job scoring big. Right below them, you got K Media and Brutal Force with the 4 and 5 spot. Those are important to know because they have a chance to move on, but we have to see what the other teams do, because this is all about eliminating the lower brackets. Okay, so that's how it goes. As far as everything else, we're going to talk about some things that might hurt to say, but from what we see now, and we'll double check everything and we'll verify all of this. From what we see now, we have 5 teams officially eliminated from the tournament. I would like to thank them for playing, for putting their hearts and souls on the table, giving us some great performances, doing the best that they can. But it looks like Riders, Vipers, Bros, Minty Maniacs are officially eliminated from this tournament series. And we will have to go through Catalyst and Phoenix to check the tiebreaker, which is going to be about placement, which we'll look at because we have all the information on our side to see who won that. And I'll ask Envy who placed higher more times, which is something we won't be able to do right now on stream, but we will get that to you. All right, so I'll get Envy on top of that one, but yes, so my condolences, but thank you so much. I have emotional moment here to think about Team Bros and Minty Maniacs, who've competed consistently for 3 months. They're part of our family as far as our esports organization. They've done an amazing job, and I just want to take a moment to thank them for being inspirational, showing their great skills, never giving up, and putting on a show for us. The consistency, you know, the fun times, the amazing plays. There's so many highlights you guys gave us, so thank you so much. And man, I don't want to make this a Debbie Downer, but 15 teams have a chance and survive the day. Okay, if you're in the top 15, you survive. That means next Saturday you're gonna have to go at it again, and next Saturday you're not gonna face the same team. You're gonna be facing new players, and the top 10 teams in this tournament today will face the top 10 teams from tomorrow's tournament. That's how the bracket will work. And it's gonna be super interesting to see how it all plays out. I'm very excited about it and thrilled. So I'd like to thank everybody who's come on board and played with us. This is not over. I cannot give you a conclusion on who's winning or losing because none of these teams advanced to the championship rounds yet. We have to see the performance of everybody in these tournaments. Tomorrow is the beginning of how it all goes. Once all the teams play, we get to see where people are placed, and from there we can move forward to next week's tournament. All right, that is the scores, that is the leaderboards, that is how it all works. Man, it was amazing. It was incredible. Next week we'll have some guests, co-hosts, some amazing co-hosts, and we'll have a lot more in store continuously. We want teams to be on board and to be a part of this movement. So I'm super excited to have them all come on and join us. But man, it's been an honor and a privilege, and we really, really, really will continue this going forward. After these tournament ends, everybody's welcome to play in the next events. There's many events that I'm planning, but I gotta be careful because I only have Envy as my scoreboard leader, and she can't always be there. So we gotta get a team of people that can run this with us, right, and grow together. So jump on board, guys. We are taking over. The majors are just beginning, and we got an incredible time. And it's been really good. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I have. And man, I'm just thrilled and excited to be able to do this for you guys. And tomorrow at 4 p.m., once again, we will have another tournament just like this one, and we will continue to bring you nothing but the best throughout these events. So feel free to hit me up on social media. If you don't know where to find me, you know, just look me up. Twitch.tv/MagGamerINC. You can look me up on Twitter, MagGamerINC. I think my socials are on here also, so you can find me on some of those links there if you want to watch on a different platform. But that's the pretty much overall experience that you're gonna get for the majors. We're gonna have a lot more little features, personal ones, getting to know the players, little things, little touches that we'll add on to these games to give you guys a good time. But I really do hope y'all enjoyed it. It's been my pleasure, and we are literally out of here, guys. We're literally out of here. 4-hour tournament. It's been good. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow for more majors events going forward. Thank you so much. See you soon. Peace.